I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fans on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the resolve. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who we caught up in using what I was scarred with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while stenciling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawing. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, outcasted like hey ya.
Yo, I don't have mask beard, do I? Man, these masks, bro, what's good? Yo! What's good? Party people in the place to be. What's good? It's your man, Uncle Freezy, and welcome to the Knicks Morning Drive. Man, I miss y'all, man. What's good? I miss y'all, man. Black University is in a building. I see you. What's good? Mike Boy, what's good? I see you. Danny 7, what's good? Bodega Wi-Fi. Dopest mod in the game is in the building this morning. Let's go. Let's go. What's good with y'all? Man, it's good to see y'all, man. It's good to be with y'all. What's good? How y'all doing this morning? Let me do this thing real quick. Blue tears, orange tears, Lawrence tears. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's go. Right? How about we do this? Throw your hands in the air and wave them like you just don't care. And if you got some loot and a stick of juicy fruit, somebody say, oh yeah. Let's go. Oh yeah. Somebody, anybody scream. Let's go. Bam. Let's go. Let's get this thing crunk up and started today, man. Let's get this week off on the right foot. Again, I'm your man, Uncle Freezy. I'm sitting in the captain's chair on the Knicks Morning Drive, man. We got a lot of stuff that we're going to talk about today. Right? And I know what y'all saying. You're like, Uncle Freezy, man, we don't want to talk about the same stuff over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, man. We know Elfrid Payton can't shoot. I know what y'all saying. I get it. What's good? So to do a jumper, let me first do this. Let me quote a great American poet. Right? I am going to quote the great American poet, Grand Poobah. And I had it written down because I know the quote, but where is it? There we go. Not that. I know it. All right. I'm gonna just say it off the top of my head because I had it written down. I was trying to quote it precisely, right? Sherwin M, what's good? Andre Bryant is in the building. What's good? So to quote the great American poet Grand Puba, he says, and I'm gonna say this off the top of my head. Now, a lot of people think that this is as easy as it looks. Books and rhyme concepts and hooks. Session to session to get thoughts manifested, stressing and stressing to hit the world with a blessing. Let's go, Grand Poobah. Let's go. Let's go. Yo, JJ is in the building. Crazy Eyes in the building. Mr. Vince was good. Sherwin M is in the building. Listen, we're going to have some controversial things this morning, and I want y'all to chime in. Don't be shy. Okay? Don't be shy. Chat. Let's go. It's Monday. It's Valentine's Day. You feel me? We're gonna have a hardcore discussion this morning, and it's probably gonna be controversial. But remember, we all family, and I want y'all feedback. Don't be sitting back. Don't be like, right? I need y'all feedback. Okay? Right? Allah Wise is in the building. What's good? What's good? What's good? I'm going to do a tip-off, right? I'm going to do the tip-off. But I want to quote the great American poet, Prodigy. When Prodigy said, there is a war going on outside no man is safe from. You can run, but you can't hide forever from these streets that we done took. You walk around with your head down, scared to look. You shook, because there's no such thing as halfway crooks. Give it up for Prodigy, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's go. Let's go. A lot why I said 17 and the state of Brooklyn, and I'm telling you it's 29 and my state of mind. Bim! There we go. Let's get this thing crunk this morning, man. Shout out to my people, man. I love y'all, man. I love y'all, man. Where is tip-off? Why does tip-off always hide from me? Did I capitalize it? There it is. I did capitalize. Oh, no, I didn't. Tip-off. So to get this thing started this morning, man, just going to say something brief. Play the kids. That was your tip-off this morning, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Let me throw this link in the chat. That was the Blawrence Tears tip-off. All right. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. I was upset about the Portland loss for a little while. I'm not upset no more, bro and gals. I'm not upset no more. But I'm at a place, though. You remember I always say, and this is Uncle Freezy. Y'all heard that from me, right? Y'all always be like, well, Uncle Freezy, what do you want from this Knicks team? What I always wanted, well, two things. I want a championship. New York Knicks, y'all owe me one. Okay? Y'all owe me a chip. Y'all owe me one. This whole thing of the Knicks hadn't won a championship since Vietnam is overplayed, bro. This thing is outrageous. What are we doing, Knicks? The Knicks hadn't won a championship since the Vietnam era. Since I am not a crook. Bruh. Are you serious? Are you serious? Knicks, New York Knicks. You have not won me a chip since, sir, do you want leaded or unleaded? Let me get leaded. Knicks, New York Knicks, you haven't won me a championship since the Apollo missions. I was a kid watching it on TV, black and white in my room. Oh my God, they're going back to the moon. New York Knicks, what are you doing? What are you doing? Y'all walking around with your head down, scared to look. Y'all shook, but there's no such things as halfway crooks. Y'all owe us a championship. And y'all talking about we pinching pennies. Yo, we gonna squeeze this penny and see. Bruh, look. Yo, Mo is in the chat. Mo, what's good? Mo is in the chat. Yo, Mo, that's my dude, man. Hey, Mo, I love you, bro. You my guy. How Pop's doing? Pop's doing good? Bodega Wi-Fi says these kids ain't ready. These kids ain't ready. They should be grateful the vets are taking the heat from the fans. I agree with you, Bodega. I agree with you, bro. I agree with you. But listen, how do you get them ready? Now's the time. The team is 7 games back, 7 games under 500. And they don't look like they're going to get any better anytime soon. Charles Black says, since the Apollo missions is wild. Yes. Since the Apollo missions, bro. Since I was legit. Listen. I used to carry a 10 lunchbox to school. Evel Knievel. Right? Evel Knievel. That might be a little bit before some people time. Like, people like, who the hell is Evel Knievel? Yes. Speed Racer. I used to carry a Speed Racer lunchbox to school. Sherwin M says, kids get ready by putting the work in practice, not on the floor. I feel you. I feel you, except I feel you. If your starters, if you had, I'd be with you, right? I'd be with you 100%. If Quentin Grimes was backing up a Bradley Beal type, or a even a Josh Hart type. If the kid was backing up a Devin Booker, okay. If our kids were backing up quality guys, I could dig it. But we can't look at this in a linear sense. We can't think about this in a vacuum, right? What we want to do is, man, look. I'm with you. Jericho Sims ain't ready, and he may never be. He's a good kid, but he may never be a starting center in the NBA. Right? Yo, Paulie P says, kids are not ready because they don't play. The nutty Professor Tibbs has to change his ways, or he will be fired at the end of the season. Bim. And Bodega Wi-Fi says, if Sims can't take Taj minutes, he must not be ready. I agree with you. Sims, yeah. I'm mostly talking about Cam Reddish, Obi Toppin, Quentin Grimes, Miles McBride, Emmanuel Quickly. I'm sour. I'm down on Quickly right now. Quickly's stock is down. Julian Blum. What's good? Crazy Eye says, or he is ready, but my script says play the vets. Yeah. Kenny Bauer says, everybody wants the finished product, but nobody wants to put in the work and pain. Murray and Booker played it too, then both 3-4 years of being trashed before they became anything. That's not what I'm saying. I get what you're saying. New Yorkers want things right away. And how can you blame them? Right? In this situation, how can you blame them? Right? All right, if you're from the tri-state area, you already know a New York minute is not actually 60 seconds. If you're from the tri-state area, you know a New York minute is not 60 seconds. Might be half that, maybe a third of that. Right? Staffordon is in the building. What's good, Staffordon? But you couple our impatience with 50 years of no championships, and you get why we are impatient. And JJ says, we overrate our kids. We have no franchise changer in our youth. Okay. I agree. I don't see it. When I look at our kids, I don't see a 20-year-old Kobe Bryant. I just don't. And I know the debate is, well, how do you know they're only 21? Hey, man. A federal judge says porn is, you know it when you see it. And with these kids, you know it when you see it. Real King is in the building. What's good? Amani the Great is in the building. What's good, Amani? What's happening? Yo, Amani is like, good morning to the realest man in podcast. Uncle Freezy is the real deal Holyfield. We trying, bro. We trying. And Paulie P says, Cam can be a star if he handled right, and I agree. Jamie Peralta is in the building. What's good? So I'm saying, listen, I'm saying play the kids because playing the vets gets you nothing. What at this point, think about this. At this point, what do you gain from playing the vets? The vets proved that they can't listen. That collapse against Portland just proved to me that these vets are, and I'll give credit to Jonathan Macri because he said it the way he read my mind, like a book. The vets that we have are just good enough to hold off kids. They're just good enough to stay in the starting lineup, but not good enough to take your team somewhere. And shout out to my main man Jonathan Macri at Knicks Film School. Him and I keep forgetting names, man. I don't know, man. I need to take some Focus Factor or something, or some kind of thing, because listen, I respect them dudes a lot. The redhead ginger dude is smart. The redhead dude is smart. And the dude that looked like, and the dude that looked like he's from Staten Island, the producer, I know he's smart too. Right? I know he's smart too. Sharp is a better word. But here's the thing. Is Kemba Walker an NBA starter? Is Kemba Walker actually an NBA player? Okay. Is Kemba Walker an NBA starter? And if he is not, why is he starting? Right. And this is sugar-free too, by the way. I believe Evan Fournier is a rotation player on a championship team. Yeah, for instance, if Evan Fournier played for, who was in the finals, the Bucks and the Suns, I think he's the sixth man for the Suns, and he might start for the Bucks. Right? But in terms of a franchise-altering player, like a dude like I just can't. I just can't see why you would play at this point in the season, with like 25 games left to go, however many games left to go. I don't see why you would play in Evan Fournier. I just don't see why. Why play him over Grimes? And the frustrating thing is that these kids are going to play because not all, but the young guys are hurt. RJ is hurt. Mitch is hurt. Grimes just got back. Cam is hurt. Yeah, hey, Rick V. Yeah. Hey, thank you, Rick V. Hey, no disrespect to these dudes, Andrew and Jeremy. No disrespect. Because I watch their stuff all the time. I just get on here and my brain just be farting. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no disrespect to them. And I hope they don't take it that way. Andre Bryan says, why Kemba starting? Because he's NBA royalty. You got to kiss his ass or you hurt your team getting big-time free agents. And that is the trap. That's the trap. That's the trap. When you bring in certain guys, welcome to the LeBron James era of NBA basketball. Welcome to the LeBron James era of NBA basketball, where when a guy gets washed up, you still have to give him a million chances, because if not, your reputation gets tarnished. Sherman M says, Mitch needs to sit out for the remainder of the season. He falls because his bones is still not healed. Bim. You,
Yeah. What's good, bro? Tired as hell.
man, I was gonna say you look a little fatigued.
I'll be alright though. It's that Monday morning thing, I guess. I don't know. Someone
Man,
got a case of the Mondays.
somebody got a case of Mondays, man. Somebody. so so for breakfast,
Mm,
breakfast was a vegan sausage with salsa and like 10 grapes. Bam! Let's
that's
get it.
good. That's
Let's
good.
get it.
I had a ginger tea and a couple of bananas.
Bam! Y'all better
Mhm.
get on this thing, man. Yeah, y'all better get on this thing.
You
Corey
know,
Lee is in the building. He says, Uncle Freezy, salute the panel, salute the chat.
mm, you know what they say. You are what you eat.
Yeah, man.
Mm.
Yeah, man. That makes me salsa. Yeah, man. Hey, um play the kids.
Oh, that's where you getting at?
Play the
Because I
kids.
just got on there. Mm.
Play the kids. And here's why. Evan Fournier, Burks, Kimba, Noel. These guys are at this point, they're just good enough to hold down a NBA rotation spot. They're not going to carry an NBA franchise anywhere, right? And these dudes ain't carrying no NBA franchise nowhere. What are we doing with them, right?
Mhm.
But at least if you play the kids, two things happen, in my opinion.
Mhm.
The kids get more experience, and the likelihood of them winning games decreases. Now, am I saying fire up the tank?
Sort of. Oh,
Kinda,
okay.
kinda, a little bit, a little bit.
Yeah.
Am I saying? I'm saying it in a sense because I feel like Cam Reddish getting minutes down the stretch of this season is valuable to us as a franchise. Because if he unlocks himself, oh boy, look out, right? Maybe
Mm.
the answers to your questions are already on your roster with RJ Barrett and Cam Reddish. But
Mhm.
you won't know that until you see those two play significant minutes together.
In a large sample size,
Right, right,
right?
right, right.
And something that we gotta when we say play the kids, right? We want to be correct in what we say, right? Because you know that you got a lot of people that because you say it one way, right? They'll go ahead and they'll try to exploit it and deflate the truthfulness of what we're trying to say, right? So, for example, they'll say, well, y'all go ahead and keep on complaining about playing the kids, right? But RJ Barrett's averaging 30 something minutes a game, and he's a kid,
Right,
right? And Mitchell Robinson is playing 25 to 30 minutes a game, right? He a kid,
right,
right? Grimes has been playing more minutes throughout the last month and a half or so. He a kid. See how this
right.
goes? So it makes it feel like you see, y'all crazy. Y'all y'all overstating this and how can you say he's not playing the kids when I could show you his examples where he is playing the kids? So let's be specific about what we mean by play the kids, right? So for example, if you was to ask me that question, what I mean by that is that exclusive minutes for the exception of Julius Randle, right, should be given to Deuce, should be given to Cam, should be given. You see where I'm getting at here? To
Right,
Sims.
right,
You see, that's what we mean
right,
because y'all want to go ahead and I forgot what that movie was. What was that movie when when the dude he had his eyes closed and he was just like this, right? That's how it looks when y'all barking about this playoff push to the play-in. And it's like, what do you get out of that?
Right.
I'm waiting for somebody to give me a legitimate answer on what is the fruitfulness of battling so tough to make the 10th spot in the play-in.
All right, let me bring Stafford in real quick.
What time is it?
I would like to introduce. We need a beat.
Ramadan, what's good?
Blessed morning, morning, D Ballin.
What's up,
Morning,
Steph? How you
Freezy.
doing, bro?
Morning to the chat. What's good? Well, D,
Oh,
let
great.
me go ahead and answer that question.
Yeah, no doubt.
I think if we do play the kids and the kids push us to the play, and I think that's just show us that you got some kids that could build something for us and show, I guess, whoever star that want to come to that we could make a push with these kids. So I think
Of course.
I think it's a good thing with the kids. I didn't say any vets, but with the kids. So you know what I mean. That's just one way to prove that point right there.
So to work, you got a lot of background noise. So maybe you want to put it on mute while I respond?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So let's throw your example, right? Let's say, right, that we played the kids as we're talking about, right? And let's say they make a play in at the 10th, right? That's a victory because it's a different circumstance. Because if you're exclusively giving minutes to these guys, for example, right? And they make that play in, now I know they're growing. Now I know they're developing, they're getting game time experience, and it's something for us to look forward to in the next season, depending on what type of moves they make. Would you agree?
Yeah, I would agree totally, 100%.
Right. So, there's a thing I just saw it in the chat about that the kids have to earn minutes. So do vets.
Bingo.
And the vets have been inconsistent. So now you have to ask the question that if we're on a plateau, right, of deciding who earns minutes and who doesn't, that rope has to be equal and fair for everybody across the line. And the problem with that is that
Accountability? What did you just
oh
say?
wait, what's that, man? That's another scary word. Development, accountability. These are scary words for people.
Let me bring in my guy.
Top of the morning, fellas. Top of the morning. I only really come when I thought I was
Top
needed.
of the morning.
And I saw the comment about the young guys got to earn minutes. And so I hit the link, but before I could get there to say something, Stafford D had already slammed it because I'm saying, oh, so you rather lose with these bets that Rose told you is going
that earn their minutes.
Yeah, right. That's going to save the day. But more importantly, I just want to expand though, because D hit it.
Yeah.
You go this whole season playing Fournier, Kemba,
Burks,
Taj, and don't
and
become a lottery team. Just if. Then you sitting here going into the lottery saying what are our needs? You won't know because the lottery is for 3 or 4 years from now, and you got 6 guys on your bench that need to be on this team 3 to 4 years from now. If you don't figure out what you drive, it's like buying a fancy car and sticking it in the garage and never driving it. But I know it works. I know it works. You can't talk about the specifications, but you know it works. I'm here for the morning, man. We gotta let the play the youth ASAP. We gave that till the trade deadline. The trade deadline. If you're a lottery team at the trade deadline, you change directions. Period.
And check this out, right? Just to veggie on your analogy. What happens when you leave a car unattended for too long?
The tires rot, the body rots. Yeah,
All of
it
a
goes
sudden, you
the
can't
way.
start the car,
The battery
right?
dies.
The parking authorities coming, right? They're ready to give you the ticket, right? And you've been at it there for like 2 weeks, and you can't start the car.
You ain't got no insurance or registration on the puppy. You know.
And all of a sudden, you got $150 in parking tickets.
Oh, us New Yorkers, we enjoy this rough life, boy. That's why we don't even get cars. That's why we leave the cars. We catch the train. We don't even do.
So, what are we waiting for? Because I'm not seeing anything with these group of guys that's like, and I think for the exception of Randall, because I mean, all the gripes that we've said about Randall is a talent, and that's so we know that.
Right.
So for the exception of him, who's taking minutes away from? Has Alec Burke really played better than Quentin Grimes?
No.
No.
So what's the dilly, bro? What is this?
I wouldn't say Burks, but more Fournier. I'll still use Burks and put Fournier and give Fournier less minutes and give.
I'm not saying not to use Burks. I'm just saying that who has played better. I'm stating.
Okay. I feel
consistently better, right? Consistently better.
You know, the thing for me, I don't know what it is, but once that team gets down a man, Julius starts playing out of his mind. And what he does was what he did the other night. He sprints up the court, initiates the offense, gets all the defense back on their heels, then he kicks it to somebody coming delayed up the court. And I was watching this and I was like, this actually might work. Dare I say it. But I don't know what happens. It doesn't seem like he plays that way when RJ is on the floor. I don't know. I'm scared to say it because we need a bigger sample size because RJ is such a tough kid. He's always on the court. You don't see Jules without.
Well, GI, let's see when RJ come back if he still got that burst in him. So I mean, let's just see. Let's not just say that. But I feel what you're saying. Well, when RJ comes, if you're gonna play with that same effort.
Another issue too is that doesn't translate in the fourth quarter. And if they were going 100 in the first and third, and the fourth quarter, they're going like 15, 20 in the residential area.
The only way to get the fourth quarter, we have to have a closer. There's not a team in the league that can win the fourth quarter. The fourth quarter in the NBA just gets different. It just is what it is.
Yeah, it tightens up and
it tightens
of
up.
course.
You got to be able to give some. So that's why we're a lottery team because we don't have a closer. I love RJ. I will say this. RJ is the one guy on the team who has the mentality of a closer because Julius, for as much as I love him, his emotional intelligence, his basketball IQ is not high enough to be a closer. That's it. He has the physical tools, but when he don't see the double teams quick, he had a turnover late in the game that was ridiculous. But while RJ is tough enough, you can't shoot under 75% at the free throw line and say you're a closer. You can't shoot under 45% at the rim and call you a closer. So RJ doesn't do enough to put the balls in the hand and make him a closer either. So
okay.
Right. So then what you do is that if you don't have that closer, right? What you do is that you still try to force on the defense what you're trying to do, because that's your best bet. Because as you see, if they try to slow down the game with all these other teams in the fourth quarter, the offense just looks terrible. It's too stagnant and it's completely reliant on ISO basketball or it being played between one or two guys. And that's not how you're going to win the fourth
Right.
quarter if you don't have a closer.
I think you do have a closer.
Here comes a hand grenade. 9:27 on the. It's like 10 degrees outside. Freezy, be nice.
It might be
Bro,
too
it's
very early for this.
bro, it's 28 degrees outside, man. What y'all talking about?
You down south. Imagine drop 12 degrees off that for us northerners.
So I think the closer is Cam Reddish, the closer in training. I saw him take a shot in the Portland game. And it reminds me of the swaggy confidence of young closers learning how to become closers. And y'all saw the shot. It was like he faked the defender with a dribble and he pulled a fadeaway three-pointer with like 16 seconds left on the shot clock or something. And it looked like, I think if maybe 14, maybe 12 seconds left. And you're like, what the Cam Reddish, what are you doing? But closers don't know the difference between a bad shot in that situation and a chance. See, because with a closer, they always feel like all they need is a chance, right? With a regular NBA player with a regular mentality, they are constrained by things like defense and shot selection and time and score, right? Like if you up by 10, you don't need to rush down and jack up a three-pointer with 19 seconds left on the shot clock.
Of course not.
That's time and score, right? That's time and score, right? But closers feel like all they need is a shot. All they need is a chance. You let me get this ball, bro. I'm going to do something. I'm going to be a difference maker. And Cam Reddish has like this look on. Cam Reddish has this, and I don't know why. Okay? I don't know why. Because it's not like Cam Reddish is averaging 27 points a game. Right? He ain't averaging 27 points a game. But he's got this confidence of a dude that someday is going to be somebody's closer. Now, if this dude messes around and leaves and goes somewhere like San Antonio or go somewhere where he gets a chance where the coach is like, well, our roster, Portland, he messed around to go somewhere like Portland where they need another young scorer. This dude is Staffordon. We are gonna rue the day that we didn't give Cam Reddish a chance to be Tracy McGrady, bro.
I will say this: he got the ball on a broken play out on the wing, and I was like, "Oh God, what is he gonna do?" Man, he jab step, took that ball to the hole, and got fouled with like 2 seconds left on the clock. He can be a second ball handler. He really can. Now his defense.
How about when he split the defense effortlessly? Here's the thing, Freezy. You could be right, you could be wrong. But here's the thing. 2 reasons why. Well, we have to wait to find out. That's one. And 2 things you have to consider if he is in that scenario. 1, will he be on the court? That's
right.
1.
Right.
And 2, if he is on the court, will he be daydreaming about what he's doing the next morning on the corner?
Right. No. No.
I don't know with this Tommy guy. I
Who-
don't know.
Well, here's the thing. And yo, G, I gotta ask you a question, bro. Have you ever heard it? Do you remember the radio station 98.7 Kiss FM?
Still around.
You got to put it on mute.
You remember, and I know they're still around because I know because I watched the Michael K show on there. But what I'm saying is do you remember when they first came on the air, right? When it was Kool and the Gang, Summer Madness, when they were new, right? When they were new, they used to play and they used to do all the Gidgy Gadget stuff like Kiss cards and the white Kiss T-shirt with the lipstick on it. Remember the smooch with the lipstick on it, the Kiss T-shirt, Kiss FM. They used to play this song, and the song sums up where I am right now as a Knicks fan. Because people are like, Uncle Freezy, you all over the place. But listen, they used to play this song by this Spanish chick named Lisa.
Lisa.
And the
And
name
the
of the
Colt
song
Jam.
and Colt Jam, right? They used to play this song called Lost in Emotion. Lost in Emotion, my baby. So right now in my Knicks fandom, with all the facts that I get from GI, from Staffa Don, from Deep Poetic, from the chat, y'all give me so much information. Sometimes I get overwhelmed. And then my guys go out here and lose. So I get lost in emotion. Que sera. You know what I'm saying? You remember that? Que sera. You know what I'm saying? Anyway.
No doubt.
And so I get lost in emotion with this Knicks team. It's not that I can't put my feet on the ground and stand planted and just believe in this one thing. Bro, when you watch Cam Reddish slash to the, we had this thing, yo, nobody on the Knicks can get to the basket. And then you see Cam Reddish, pew, get straight to the basket. You're like, oh, he might be the guy.
And his shot doesn't get blocked. The only thing you can do is foul him.
Right.
Either finishes or foul. You don't block his shot.
Right. And this dude is not afraid to shoot. Like when you watch Obi in the corner for three, it's like Adventures in Paradise. Right?
He has a finesse to his game too.
Right. Bro, when you watch Cam Reddish, you like,
May I have your attention, please?
if everything goes right, Cam Reddish might be our Carmelo Anthony. If everything goes right, he might be our Tracy McGrady. Right? If everything goes right. And then you look at the coach. The coach is like, well, he gave up a wide open three. And then you're like, well, did the guy make the three? No. Oh, well, he didn't make it. What? He gave up a wide open shot and the dude missed. So what? Mm-hmm. Right? Now I know that's bad. You shouldn't say, you know what I'm saying? Because in the grand scheme of things, you want your guy to be a two-way player. Mm-hmm. But in this pick and roll era, bro, of wing players excelling, you gotta let your wing player excel, bro. You gotta let your wing player excel.
How about the movie The Other Guys?
Yeah.
Captain, I'm a peacock. You gotta let me fly.
Right.
You're not letting him fly.
By the way, Steph.
I know. I was gonna say that.
By the way, Steph, I see that fit today. I see that black and white all the way down with the white leather jacket. I see you play.
I see. He representing Brooklyn. Yeah. He representing Brooklyn, ain't it? Spread love. It's the Brooklyn way. Stop it down. You got a Nets hat on too? Stafford Dime was like, hell yeah, I got a Brooklyn hat on. You see it? Oh, okay, I got you.
That's that Rock Nation. I told you he was fit today. I told you he was fit down today, yo.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, hey, yeah. So, yeah, man. So for everybody, man, I apologize. I know I've been all over the place, man. But the thing is, though, is you beat Golden State and then you lose to Portland. What do you want me to do?
No, hold on. You got to say it this way. We lost 3 games on the road up 20 points. You got to say it that way.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Right. You see RJ Barrett guard LeBron James. What do you want me to do?
How about this one? Ever since the buzzsaw started, we're 4-14.
We're 4-14.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. We're 4
starting ever since Charlotte.
Okay, guys, come on. And then we lost, and then now let's throw in we lost 2 games to Orlando. Let's throw in. Come on, guys. What are we talking about here?
Right, and that's why I keep saying K Sarah. Lisa. She was supposed to say K Sarah, but she said
her good Dominican got nowhere.
She said K Sarah.
Listen, question.
It sounded dope, though. That's what I'm saying. It sounded good.
How many teams have gone 4-14 over the stretch in the season and made the playoffs? Come on, like who do we think at some point you gotta let the advanced analytics be what they are?
Okay. I'm with you, bro. I want to play. So anybody got an injury update on RJ and Cam Reddish?
Oh man, we're saying when you
I
need
didn't
them.
even know Reddish was injured.
While y'all pulling that
I didn't even know that.
If you need me, I can do that. But I do want to say, in fairness, somebody like D, come on, you got to get on Tibbs about RJ. Now, I thought RJ came back with 30 seconds left. That wasn't the case, right? When did he come back into the game?
Yes.
Yeah, it was about 3-4 minutes left, something like that.
No,
5 minutes
in the Denver game.
Yeah, in the fourth.
No, it was. When I checked it, he came running back with 51 seconds after going.
No.
Yes, yeah, and we were down 14. I'm telling you.
No, that's when he took out Randall, Fournier, and Burke. And plus, anyway, don't forget, I had a rant on that last week, the day after it happened. So that was already good dress. Gotta mute the mic. Can't hear myself.
Stafford, your mic.
Oh, sorry.
He didn't know.
All good. So
so I just want to make sure because I came late. I didn't see the end of the game. It's a little too. This West Coast swing when the Knicks ain't doing good was a little rough for me. So I wasn't staying in late in the games. I just want to make sure he didn't come in with 30 seconds and then Tibbs say he tried to make some run.
No. They were put back with a couple of minutes because don't forget the bench had brought us back. But I mean, I wouldn't even say that. The bench cut the deficit. Let me put it like that.
Yeah, it was the fake comeback because the
deficit. Right.
The deficit was like 27.
Yeah, and it was
like 15 or something.
Right, and he said in the press conference that he thought we had a chance to win, and that's why he was still out there. You see, it's not about the say; it's about what he said, what came out of his mouth, and he said that. But then you still had him in there with 30 seconds left. When that game over, and you already sat Randall, Burks, and Evan,
right,
with 50 seconds left, so you can't use that.
Right.
Anywho, RJ's out tonight, by the way.
Yeah, the stuff that I saw says day to day for him and Cam Reddish. The last thing I saw.
Let me see about Cam real quick.
What did Cam twist the ankle to? Did I see him twist the ankle to?
Saw left ankle.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay, so RJ Barrett is out due to left ankle sprain. Derrick Rose is out due to ankle surgery. You know that already. Nerlens Noel is questionable due to foot soreness. Like, this guy gets everything, bro.
Yeah, this dude.
Cam Reddish and Mitchell Robinson are questionable due to ankle soreness. So I could see them playing tonight, especially if the front office is pushing all in for this play-in.
Mitch is chasing the bag. Mitch is going out there with one half a leg if he have to the rest of the season. He's
I don't blame him.
chasing his bag.
Hey, so what's the deadline for Mitch to sign his extension?
It was
I could check.
last summer.
No, it's in season. Big dog.
It is. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
All right, I'm checking.
I don't know if it was the trade deadline or the last game of the season.
And for the Thunder, real quick, SGA is out due to a right ankle sprain, and Jeremy Robinson Earl is out to a fractured foot. So they're pretty much full strength, for the exception of SGA.
That's the dude we drafted for them, right?
Correct.
Mm.
Oh, Mitchell Robinson's when his extension expired, right? Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, got you.
And yeah, for the record, you can search the NBA collective bargaining agreement online. I just don't feel like reading through all that stuff, bro. And they have it segmented for you to go and find certain stuff.
We got your back. We do your research this morning, bro.
Yeah,
you do a lot for us.
Yeah, I just don't be wanting to. Yo, so for anything, like when you say when you ask why play Cam and risk of further injuries, just so I don't want to do that. I want the young dude to get minutes, man. Just, you know what I'm saying, get out there on the floor and get confidence.
Wait, why do I feel very confident saying, oh, that's restricted free agent? Never mind.
And so JJ says, Johnny Davis, are you the lottery prospect? LOL. I won't mind you on the Knicks. Yeah, man. I don't mind that either. Yeah, man.
There's an article, something about 7 days ago. They have so this was before the game against Utah. They have an article mentioning Mitchell Robinson not committing to contract extension with Knicks. Since Mitchell Robinson gave no indication negotiations are taking place on an extension. His quote, whatever happens, happens. I have an agent for that, and he takes care of that. I'm just playing basketball.
Wow.
His quote. Yeah, that sounds enticing.
What website is that?
I got you. This was Sports Yahoo.
Okay,
I heard Berman said that too on what's that Australian kid name on his show, and he mentioned that also too.
Okay. I was gonna say where I usually go to hoopshype.com.
Right.
And to check out some of that stuff. That's a reference for me. So Stephen O, what's good? So let me ask y'all this. Did you hear what Kemba Walker said about Quentin Grimes yesterday in his press conference?
No. What did he say?
He was like, yo, Quentin Grimes is the hardest worker on the team. And this dude has a lot of stuff in his offensive bag that he hadn't shown it yet. He has a lot of potential.
They know that.
Yeah, you've been a Grimes fan since the draft, since you've been analyzing the draft, right, Dave?
I had him on the list to be drafted. I was scouting him. I loved him.
I intentionally stayed away from this draft because I said the Knicks will trade their draft picks to get a big-time free agent because there's no way the Knicks think the draft can upgrade this team.
Yeah.
And
so I didn't pay attention to the draft.
and now Julian Blum is trying to take all the credit. Julian Blum is like, oh, I've been told y'all that. Y'all should have been listening to me.
Salute to Julian Blum.
Okay.
You gotta give him his
All right,
props,
JB.
yo.
All right, JB.
Come on the show and join the panel and give us some of your beautiful insights, man.
I do say Julian types a lot though, so he is one of the ones that can create a dossier from the chat.
Dossier.
And for those that don't know what okay, I'm just saying. I'm just saying, before you send it, you better make sure that it is spell checked and all that stuff before I do all this doggone reading. Before I do all this reading, you better make sure that grammar is.
Make sure there's no inaccuracies.
Yes.
Freezy, you're right. The Knicks still have a chance to do an extension, so that would mean, I don't know. I'm curious when that date is, but the Knicks are gonna see what he gets on the open market. They're gonna see what he gets on the open market and say, okay, what are we gonna do? But they act like they have his restriction. He might just be gone in his mind.
He might just be Hey, Gi, he might just have senioritis. You know what I'm saying? You remember? You remember after spring, 12th grade, you come back after spring break, your teacher's like, where your homework at? You're like, what homework? Man, if you don't get out of here.
You won't see me next year.
Yeah. I got an A the first semester, but you're going to give me an F? Ooh, I'm still passing. You know what I'm saying?
But here's the blessing. He probably will still need us to trade and sign and trade him. I think if somebody said right now, G.I., what's your best value in Mitch Robinson? It's a sign and trade.
Even in that, so he can walk and get the bread for free. He can do a 4-year contract, right? And this is what I meant to clarify yesterday, or the day before, or whatever day it was. Let me bring in Danny Land just real quick.
Good morning, fellas.
Good morning, Danny. We hear you. I don't know what happened to Freeze and this, so let me step in. What are you thinking, Danny? This morning we've been discussing a little bit of Cam Reddish. What do you think about Cam so far? You got to see him in two games, extended minutes. What were your thoughts?
He seems okay. They should be playing him more. He looks like he's skilled. I didn't see too much. I didn't see too much of the games, but I kept checking. I was working the other day. I kept checking the scores out, and they were up by 20-something. I'm like, check it again, and they lost the game. I'm like, what the hell? How they lose that lead?
3 games because the fourth quarter, those teams just start grinding. It's almost I don't know if you guys know, but in the 80s we used to say you only need to watch the NBA in the fourth quarter, especially in the games were grimy and they would just grind the clock. Every team would grind the clock for 15 seconds. We said, I just watched the fourth quarter.
Okay. All right.
So Sherwin is saying we own his rights. So
nah, he unrestricted, bro.
Yeah. So I think Sherwin but he knows his stuff, Sherwin. So I don't doubt him. But
he's an unrestricted free agent after this.
So I think Sherman's mixing up because he says we can match. And the only way the term match comes up is restricted. So if he's unrestricted, Sherman, you can't use the term match. Of course we can match, but then at that case he has a decision to make. Restricted free agents, once their team matches, there's no decision. It's over. The other team goes away. So I'm just curious. No
Sherwin,
hazing.
if you go on Sports Track, you will see that it is.
There is
Yeah,
no
yeah.
question. Now, we do have his bird rights in the sense that we can resign Mitch and not care about our salary cap.
Right.
But if Mitch decides to go play somewhere else, there's nothing. If he says, I don't care what you guys give me, I'm not taking it. He could go play somewhere else.
But the years are what set this thing apart.
He can't he can't get 5 from the other teams. He can only get it from us.
Right. And so here's the thing. In the sign and trade scenario that I was referencing yesterday, if the Knicks sign Mitch, so say Portland wants to give Mitch 5 for 20, right? Then we can do the sign and trade. Like it's a weird thing, paperwork and stuff. The Knicks can sign him to the 5 and 20, trade him to Portland for an asset. That's basically what I was getting at. That's all. Well, hey, where's Staffordine at? Staffordine, you at your agent office? What kind of old school telephone is that? Oh, that's Danny.
Yeah, that wasn't me.
That was the bellhop. That was the bellhop phone.
But Freezy, let me ask you this: How would the Detroit sign and trade look like? Because I heard Detroit is interested in Mitch. So how would that look?
Depends on what the Knicks want to do, right? It depends on what the Knicks want to do, right? I mean, Detroit. I don't know. I don't know. I think the Knicks would be. I think it's a mistake if the Knicks let this dude walk out the door.
I agree.
Because G.I., you want me to start digging up you want me to start digging up the dead bodies again? You want me to start naming Cole Aldridge and Jason Smith and Kevin Seraphin? Okay.
You got Jason Smith is the one you kill me with. Like, how do you even remember him, man? You're supposed to let him. You're supposed to wash him out from memory.
And Lou Edmondson.
Oh no.
Oh my goodness, with the ponytail, right?
With the ponytail, yes. The dude that's he was always a second late, always getting dunked on. I'm like, Lou, why you always a second too late? Lou's like, I'm coming. And then someone's like, yeah.
So just to educate guys on bird rights, so we get right on this. Full bird rights is a team gets a player's full bird rights if they spend 3 years with their team without leaving the free agency. It doesn't have to be on a 3-year deal. This applies to players on a 3-year deal, players on a 2-year deal, followed by a 1-year deal, or players on 3 consecutive 1-year deals. Early bird rights. A team gets a player's early bird rights if he spends 2 years with the team without leaving in free agency. Non-bird rights. A team gets a player's non-bird rights if he spends a single year with the team. So that's how that science goes down.
Okay. All right. So what happens if Mitch leaves, bro? What happens if Mitchell Robinson leaves in free agency?
If Mitchell Robinson leaves in free agency and we get nothing, we just got set back another year.
I think they trade for Mo Bamba or Miles Turner.
Yeah, but you still lost him for nothing.
I know
you
this.
Cannot lose Mitch for nothing. That will set the franchise. You cannot lose Mitch for nothing.
Is Miles Turner better than Mitchell Robinson in your opinion?
What, Sherman? Stay on task, bro. Don't do this. I've seen you do this before. I don't know what Mitch signing a 1-year contract got to do with the price of tea in America. We're telling you that you cannot match this Mitch this summer. I don't know what you're talking about right now, bro. Stay focused.
Right. So
who's a better player, or who do we prefer?
No, who's the better player?
Okay.
I'm trying. Here's what Mitch doesn't help himself. Because he can't stay healthy. He can't stay healthy for 3 games in a row.
Miles Turner's hurt right now.
Oh, yeah, but you put Miles in that same category.
I thought you would. Oh, you're talking Miles Turner or Mitch?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you was Mo Bamba and Mitch. I'm sorry. Miles Turner's a better player.
Miles Turner's a better player than Mitch.
Yeah, but they both not healthy. But if they're both healthy, Miles Turner's offense, he gives you too much on offense, and he gives it to your defense.
I think Mitch's defense trumps his offense, bro. I just don't remember ever seeing a game where Miles Turner had 20 rebounds.
I'm sure he has. When Mitch is really separates himself, the way he goes after them offensive rebounds, it's like it's a quest for him. He don't play.
Let me bring in comic relief.
On the line, so 1 and 2. This is the last
Okay. All right, it's too much stuff. There's too much stuff going on, man. It's too much stuff going on. We gotta meet these microphones.
Wow, what's going on, guys?
Hey, what's going on, boss?
Okay, you got the pink silky on this morning. I see you. You got the pink silky.
Don't start. How y'all doing?
Good, man. Good.
What's up, CWC?
What's up, guys? Who's better? Miles Turner better. Let's get that clear. Miles Turner is an overall better player than Mitch Robinson.
Offensively, not defensively, though.
First of all, Miles Turner could play defense, and he could rebound and block shots and offensive game. So if you have Miles Turner on the Knicks, they can't double team on Randall and on RJ. They can't do that. You have to pick your poison. Now Mitch in the game, they can pick their poison. You can't do that with Miles Turner on the court. Thank you.
So if we're gonna break stuff down like that, as far as of course spacing and stuff like that, Miles Turner is way better. But at the same time, you wouldn't really see that because we didn't use Mitch as a lob threat. So we don't, we can't really see that, right?
Yeah.
Well, by the way, Julius Randle might not enjoy that spacing. He might be like, Miles, what the hell you doing out here? Yo, Mitch be under the basket. I need you. You in my space.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. I got to look at the corners now too. God damn it.
Right.
Now, as far as rebounding is concerned, who do you think is better, CWC?
I think Mitch at the rebound. I think Mitch.
Okay, we know Mitch is a way better rebounder than Miles Turner. Who's a better finisher around the rim? Say that again?
I just say Miles Turner got a better game, overall.
No, but we're breaking it down though. So then we could be right and exact, right? So how about finishing at the rim?
Well, I don't really see too many Indiana Pacers games. You know what I'm saying? So
okay, I do.
Look at this game. Okay.
Okay, I'm telling you, it's Mitch.
Mitch, right?
Mitch,
without a doubt. Now, what Miles does have that Mitch doesn't have is that Miles could like when he's out and he pump fakes and you attack the closeout, he does have the ability to put it on the floor a bit and make a decision. Sometimes get at the rim where Mitch can't do that, where Mitch is just more around the restricted area. But certain things that we've seen, we don't know if that's Mitch not being developed or how he's being utilized. Is it a little bit of both? You see, and that's the thing with Miles is that we've gotten the chance to see what he fully could do. With Mitch, we only feel like we're only getting a glimmer of his total skill set.
Right.
How about perimeter defense?
And I was trying to get what? You know what you're missing too? Basketball IQ. That goes a long way too when you have basketball IQ.
Hey man,
you gotta be smart. You have to be smart on the floor.
Wasn't his first coach Nate McMillan?
Correct.
Who was Mitchell Robinson's first coach?
Fizzy.
And I'm going somewhere with this, bro. Trust. Who was Mitchell Robinson's first coach?
Fizzy.
Yeah. What I'm getting at is Miles Turner was in a better offensive, a better overall setting than Mitchell Robinson. So it's not fair to necessarily judge him on where they are today, but where they will be next year and the year after, I think is the fair comparison.
But y'all say compared to two though. I was just comparing. Y'all just say compare.
Yeah, I understand. I just want to clarify CWC. That's all.
Now, right now, if we have Miles Turner on this team, will anybody think about Mitch Robinson?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No, Uncle Freddie, no. Tell you, Miles Turner give you 17 points a game, and with 10 rebounds and 4 blocks.
Okay,
but Miles Turner.
Wait, hold on. How many points does he get in a game?
Those numbers sound inflated, but yeah.
Because I can really tell you what he, like, since we're just gonna make stuff up.
But the reason I say 17 points, because he had other guys that
17 a game.
Listen to me, bro. This man is averaging 13 points a game, 7 rebounds, 1 assist, shooting 33% from 3 and 50% from the field.
50% from the field. 50% from the field. Good.
Nothing special.
Well, I mean, Mitch is at 70, 75.
I take Mitch. Sorry,
So he takes logs. He do logs. That's why come on, anybody can log.
Come on, son.
Go with Mitch.
All right, who could shoot better from the free throw, and who could shoot better from the outside?
Oh, we know the answer to that already.
Okay, there you go. And don't we need a guy? And D-baller. Don't we need a guy like that on our team?
I'm not saying we don't. What I'm saying is that you're taking those two things and saying Miles Turner is better than Mitchell Robinson.
But
and you're not. That's why I went through the whole thing with you.
But I'm taking everything around it. Who you think about the D-ball?
I'll take Mitchell Robinson over Miles Turner in a heartbeat.
Are you serious?
I'm saying, say it one more time.
I said I will take Mitchell Robinson over Miles Turner in a heartbeat. I wouldn't even think about it.
No way.
That's 2 people.
No way. What you think about Chapatar?
Yeah, I'm taking Mitch.
That's 3 people.
Oh, you always agree with Uncle Freezy. So, how about you, G.I.?
No, that's not true. That's not true. That's not true, CW. That's not true.
You always agree with Uncle Freezy.
That's not true. That's not true.
How about
we
you,
may
G.I.?
agree on some things with Randall, but we don't agree on everything. That's not true.
Yeah. Hey, Chad, what y'all think? Miles Turner or Mitch Robinson?
It's divided.
Yeah.
It's divided?
Yeah, it's divided.
And again, this dude is shooting, 33% from 3? Let's not act like this dude's shooting 37% from 3 now.
And that's on 4.5 attempts. And honestly, for his career, he's a shade under 35% for his career at about almost 3 attempts a game.
Then he shot 7 3-pointers on the New York Knicks.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Hey, Ricky Rubio hit 8. That don't make him Larry Bird, bro.
But Rubio always have a good game versus the Knicks. He don't, Uncle Freezy?
The point, CWC, is that we're taking an overall
Yeah, I know.
thing as opposed to you just taking one game and saying, you see, he could shoot.
And we might change CWC name to Greg Anthony Cousin. Can we just change his name to Greg Anthony? We might need to change his name. Chris Child's cousin, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh man.
So if you think about it, I speak in fact. You can't deny that, though, man. Come on now. If we have Miles Turner on our team, guys, he would be having 17 points, 10 rebounds, and 7 assists. with RJ and Randall.
7 assists.
With RJ and D-Ball, with RJ and Randall and Miles Turner on this.
He's averaging 1.2 assists for his whole career.
With a point guard and wing players.
No, what I'm saying, if you add him on the Knicks team, he would then average more points, rebounds, and blocks.
Turner than Mitch? Nah.
Any in the Pacers not using Miles Turner right. He want to post up, instead of shooting them outside jumpers. He want to go in below post.
How would we know that when, for the majority of his career, they were playing a too big system?
He didn't want to play outside. He wanted to go inside. That's why he was complaining about.
Yeah.
Right, but okay, all right. But his numbers say that he is a 3-point shooter.
He could shoot. That's what I'm saying. He could shoot and he could low post. He could block. He got game.
Bro, it's just like Wendell Carter and Lauri Markkanen when they were with the Bulls. One big was efficient shooting the three. The other big was kind of a banger.
Okay, Uncle Freezy, how much how many points Robinson averaged?
I'm gonna just say 9. I'm gonna say he averaged 9 and 8.
Okay, 13 better than 9, right?
You also have to consider ball usage. And Miles Turner's ball usage is way higher than Mitch's.
And who has a better free throw?
Miles Turner.
Hey,
there you go. And D-Ball, don't we need free throw? A good free throw on our team? Because we be missing a lot of free throws.
Well, he's shooting about where the team's at. The team is at about 75% as a team, 25th of the league. He's at 75% basically for his career. So he's about where we
are.
at.
Mitch Robinson? And how much Mitch Robinson for his career?
Oh, it's in the 50s throughout his whole career.
But CWC, the thing you're missing is, how about team impact? When the Indiana Pacers win, when the Pacers win, are you like, wow, if it wasn't for Miles Turner, this team wouldn't have won. But when the Knicks win, you're like, man, Mitch had 19 points, 21 rebounds, or something along that line, right? Mitch is impactful. Miles Turner is one in a number, bro.
Well, I'm saying I'm not taking nothing from Mitch. I know we need a point guard, so that's why I'm not getting on Mitch like that. Mitch is a good player. I know we need a point guard. Point guard open up everybody he ain't.
Right.
What I'm saying, don't say Mitch Robinson is better than Miles Turner, because that's false statement. Because Miles Turner got an overall better game than Mitch Robinson. Mitch Robinson is a law threat, like Kadar. That's it. He don't got no outside game. I saw Mitch on the low post. I think somebody was behind him. I think it was West the Lakers. I think it was Westbrook behind him. I'm like, Mitch, take it to the hole. He was in the paint, but he threw it out to the outside shooter. I'm like, are you serious, dude? You 7 foot. And Westbrook's like, what, 6 foot?
6 foot 3.
Come on, man. You can't take him to the rim. That's an issue, dude. Now, you put Miles Turner in that situation. Thank you.
I'll put it like this. There's certain aspects where Mitch thrives way better than than Miles, and there's certain aspects that Miles thrives. So the question was that which one would you prefer? Right? Because when you get that better stuff is subjective, bro. That's some bias ass stuff you talk about. Because I could go ahead and break down the whole thing. I said it's bias to say that in certain aspects of a conversation saying who's better than who, because it's all due to your personal preference and what you want to see on the basketball court.
And chemistry.
But
yeah, right, and team makeup and that whole thing. Right.
Then y'all say compare the two, so I'm telling you who's better. Y'all say compare the two, who's better.
No, I understand that already. I'm just saying that there's certain aspects where Mitch is more formidable than Miles is, and vice versa. You see, where Miles is more formidable than Mitch. So the question was that who would you rather have on the team, right? because that was that. So then I said I'll have Mitch over Miles any day of the week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe Mitch Robinson is a better defensive player than Miles Turner, but overall game, Miles Turner is better. That's what I'm saying.
At the moment,
I can't really say that because Mitch has one of the lowest ball usage rates for his position in the league, bro. He gets his points off offensive rebounds. He's not utilized. Mitch is a lob threat every possession and is never used.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, at least in Indiana with Miles, they've let him use his whole game. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Because look, this season alone, he's taken 115 shots at the rim. You see?
So, D-Baller, let me ask you a question. Whose fault is that?
That's a mix. That's not just a one-person thing.
Is that the coach or the organization fault?
As organization, coach, that's Mitch. That's
okay.
It's a whole thing.
So you can't blame. Yeah, but you can't blame that on Miles Turner if he got game. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't blame anything on Miles Turner. I said that Miles Turner's been able to utilize his game more than we have Mitch. You see? So it's not like we've seen Mitch be used at a high usage rate and they were like, you know what? Nah, bro, Miles, this is way better. I haven't seen it.
Miles Turner has free reign there. Mitch doesn't have free reign over here. He can't start hoisting up threes like Miles does. They hold Mitch back.
Right. And
who fault is that? That's the coach. That's the coach's fault. That's what I get rid of too.
Hey man, CWC, name the all-star point guard that Mitchell Robinson played with, like current.
Oh, here you go. You might try to trick me, Uncle Freeze.
Nah,
but CWC, you just said that when we have a point guard, everybody games on lock.
Yeah, that's why.
Okay, good. So now answer the question.
I don't know all of that, man. Who years ago? Who our point guard is now? I don't think about that kind of stuff. I know we need a point guard. Nobody gonna think about a point guard that we had years ago.
Listen, point.
What I'm saying, what I'm getting at is never mind. My mind is mush.
No, what you trying to say, Uncle Freezy, Mitch don't have a point guard to develop his game.
No.
Okay, Obi Toppin don't have a point guard.
Develop his game just to get him them 3 or 4 open looks a game.
Where he going to shoot? Where he going to shoot? The shot from the outside?
Well,
come on now.
What I'm saying is some guys like Rudy Gobert, Miles Turner, they are the benefactor of playing with an above average lead guard that gets them
or playmakers
that get them open looks at the rim. Right? The dude get open looks at the rim and still only shoots 50% from the floor. If Mitch got open looks, 3 or 4 more open looks, Mitch might be shooting 78, 79%. He might be averaging 13, 14 points a game.
Now, check this out. Gobert is a good comparison when you match with Mitch Robinson. Them both is a good comparison. But when you comparison with Miles Turner, that's not a good comparison. Because if you think about it, Miles Turner is better than Gobert.
What?
Gobert can't shoot. He only can play defense and block.
What? Did you just say Miles Turner is better than Rudy Gobert?
Yeah.
I think CWC.
No, he did not just say that. I didn't even hear that.
I think CWC is thinking if they were to play 1-on-1.
No, he thinking if they at the bowling alley.
This is what I'm trying to say. This is what I'm trying to say. Overall game, who's better, Miles Turner or Gobert? Overall.
See, I guess that we can ask that question that way because I tell you what. Let's say I agree with you. Let's say I agree with you for a second.
Okay.
That Miles Turner is a more skilled player, a better all-around, better basketball player, right? Let's say I agree with you. But tell Donovan Mitchell that you're getting rid of Rudy Gobert and putting Miles Turner's team. They'll go crazy. They'll be like, you can't be serious. There's no way we can win playing that type of ball. We gotta play with this guy who rebounds, protects the rim like crazy. He gives me more shots. I don't want to share the ball and get less rebound and less defense out of it. So while Miles Turner's a better player, he's not a better fit with Gobert is.
Well, that's a different ball. That's a different.
Whoa, wait. Hold on a second. his offensive game might be a little bit more
Yeah.
polished. But as far as defense and impact, you could fit Rudy Gobert anywhere on the planet Earth, bro.
Right.
Like, this is crazy.
But I
Man,
say
they ain't even in the
overrun.
same
I
league.
say overrun. Hey,
In fact,
what's his can he shoot free throws?
in
Oh
fact,
my
CWC.
Can he
Hold on.
no. Can
Hold,
he shoot
hold
from
on,
the outside?
CWC.
No,
Hold on.
can he
Let
shoot
me
from the
bring
outside?
it.
Okay.
Hold on.
Okay, let's.
About 10 more. Okay. Hey, y'all. Cornerstone Kev is in the building
What's up, Kev?
with a new shirt on.
Yes. Nice tie.
It looks like the same one from last week.
What you doing with that cheap preacher man tie on? Oh, storefront tie on. What's
Oh,
going on, Kev?
wait. You have a shirt and tie on to be in your bedroom.
And he got on jogging
so you're
pants.
about to do I was about to say you're about to do a Zoom call, but pause from the bottom down is not a suit pants.
Right.
First of all, good morning.
What's up, Kev?
He coming with an attitude.
Second of all,
D poetic. He sucked his teeth. What did I tell you, so grown man suck his teeth, bro?
Second of all,
he like. First of all, good morning.
You really put a shirt and tie on to go to the bottom of your bed? What the hell is going on?
in the words of I forget what the character's name in Coming to America when he was cutting hair, but F you, and F you. Who's next?
You got another job interview today, Kev?
Yeah, like another 40 minutes. So.
Nice.
Is in your bedroom again?
Again, F you, and F you. Who's next? Thanks,
all
Dan.
I'm saying is,
Appreciate it, bro.
You better not be barefoot.
You're next.
Oh my God.
I don't know what y'all were talking about, but if it's not about what happened Saturday night, that's
Don't worry about it. We ain't killing ourselves over here.
That was terrible Saturday night.
That was a disgrace. That was a total disgrace. Because I was driving down and I was listening to the game, and it seemed like we had the game in hand, and then all of a sudden, not Damian Lillard, not CJ McCollum, but freaking no names again beat us.
Yeah, but then we lose to the Lakers. Then we lose to the Lakers like that. Who was the other team?
But they had vets on that team. We got Portland doesn't. The only vet they had was Nurkic. That was it.
By the way, we see yesterday why they got rid of CJ McCollum. Who can that Anthony Simons play? Who can he play?
But we had him in check a little bit, during the game.
What happened?
What? Tibbs ain't putting McBride in to stop put pressure on the ball.
His rotation is garbage, man.
Tibbs rotations?
Yes.
Okay.
You put McBride in to stop the pressure on the ball.
Let me guess. Okay, so am I to understand that this wasn't Tibbs' fault?
No, it's not that. That's not what I'm laughing.
Tibbs can't coach.
Nope. He garbage. He trash. He need to go. He was good. He was good in the 90s. This is 2020. He ain't good. His playbook is garbage, man. He got to go, man.
So we got to fire Tibbs?
Yeah. D Boy want to fire Tibbs too. Am I right, D?
I never wanted him here.
Not me. First of all, why you ain't put McBride in to put pressure on the ball when Simon was killing us?
In the words of Freezy,
I'm waiting, G-Man.
In the words of Freezy, he ain't ready. He ain't ready.
No,
you had to put him in. You had to put him in the game. Man, this guy played 1 minute and 45
Wait,
seconds.
who ain't ready? Deuce, Kev?
Yeah,
Deuce McBride is not ready to guard somebody 94 feet.
That's what your boy Freezy
Oh,
says.
okay. I thought you were.
Oh heck no!
Okay.
I wanted him in from day one. I
Right,
wanted him in from day one.
First of all, I said Miles McBride is not a point guard. Miles McBride cannot initiate an NBA offense. He is not ready. That's what I said.
Hey, sure.
But IQ's not a point guard either, though. IQ's not a point guard either. He can't get his teammates involved. So whose fault is that? That's the organization fault, and that's his fault. Because the organization know we need a point guard, and they didn't do nothing.
Well, here's the problem with Mitch is, and this will help me segue back to Sherman. We offer him his contract ended quick. We extended him twice at the minimum deals. We could extend him twice. The second time we should have made a decision to offer him $11-12 million a year, and we'd be sitting here with one of the best assets in the NBA. They'd be like, "Oh my God, they got a Mitchell Robinson for 5 years at $50 million. What in the hell are the Knicks?" But no, we didn't. And Sherman, stop clicking links that you ain't reading. There's nowhere does it say.
My brother.
Bro, I sat here and clicked this link. I'm sitting here playing this game with this guy, and I'm sitting here reading it, and it says restricted. I mean, second round draft picks. You can make a 1 year tender offer. We passed those two. I'm keep telling you, Sherman, twice. We passed his tender offer. Once we passed it twice, he's unrestricted. Come on, bro.
And another thing too is that he said the league not too long ago about Obi being one of the worst power forward defensive players in the league. And then I clicked that. Well, I already knew he was lying, but then I clicked the link, right? And Obi Toppin's name was nowhere to be found. I'm like, yo, what is this guy doing, bro? Anyway, sorry for this.
Cam, so to you,
you think he getting us with that sticking in the book? Nobody will read it. I read. Sorry.
Yeah, I do too. I'm an avid reader.
You talk about AGI, don't you?
The one thing, just real quick, one thing GI and Freeze has taught me about people in the chat, you take it with a grain of salt. Take it with a grain of salt.
No, but Sherman's he's a special one. And
you ain't lying. I agree with you. I agree with you on that. He is. There's certain people that I listen to and certain people that I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm sorry, Freezy. What were you gonna say?
So, when you mentioned that, what I said about McBride, it's a perfect segue to something that I've been trying to get to for a few minutes. It's something I had prepared, right? So I did a breakdown of two of the Knicks young players, and since you mentioned Miles McBride, I got something I want to show Cornerstone Kev. So Kev, check this out. So this is my breakdown of Miles McBride and what I think he is. And while you see these numbers, right? While you see these numbers, what I want you to do is take into account the 1 to 10 scale is not based on his contemporaries. It's based on the best player in the league being a 10. And so while you see those numbers, did you get a chance to see that?
I sure did.
Yeah. Okay.
Would you just flash right now? Yes.
Yes. Yeah. So 10 being who's the best point guard in the league, Kev? Right now, that player will be a 10.
Jeez.
You want me to put the graphic up again? Yeah, why are you killing yourself with this?
Yeah, I mean,
sorry.
Listen, I just want Deuce to play. That's all.
All right.
That's all we want him to do.
So
Deep Ballin is with me. I mean, all we want him to do is play.
Well, where's he gonna play at the 2? We don't have enough 2s.
Listen, when Kimba went out.
Wait, so I said 2. I said 2.
What are you? Oh God.
He's asking if you do put him in, where would he be playing?
Right.
I would say between the 1 and the 2. He can alternate.
Okay, but Freezy's under the thinking that Deuce cannot initiate an offense in this league right now.
And what do you say?
What do I say?
Yeah.
I think he could run elementary basic options and initiate the offense. That's all I need him for. Because I want him in there for guarding the opposing team's best basketball player.
What could he have done against what's the name on Saturday?
Simons?
Yeah.
He would have made life more difficult for him.
Exactly.
And and so I disagree because I don't think
I agree.
I think we hadn't seen enough of him.
And whose fault is that? Whose fault is that?
So you blaming Tibbs. So this thing was
funny,
about
G.I. You funny, G.I.
He's the coach. He's the coach. I'm confused.
I'm just asking you if
No, it's a reason I'm over here quiet, right?
If the answer to every question is going to be Tom Thibodeau can't coach, that's what I'm asking.
No, he's not putting the guys in to play.
This is a question about Miles McBride running offense, and you
right,
said kids can't coach.
Hold on, IQ, can IQ run the offense? There you go.
Okay, so CWC, this is a question about can Miles McBride run an NBA offense? It has nothing to do with Emmanuel.
If he get more minutes, Uncle Freezy, you gotta let the guys.
I'll put it to you like this, Freezy. I'd rather see Miles McBride try than see Emmanuel quickly do it for 15 minutes a game.
Right, because we've seen it already and we know what's.
Yeah, right. I've had enough. I'm
cool. But that doesn't get you more young guys. It just cuts Quickly's minutes and gives them to. It doesn't get more young players on the floor.
Right, because all you do is take out one young player and put in another one.
You'll be but if you had moved smart and realized IQ been struggling not for the last couple of weeks, he's been struggling the whole damn year. So I already would have made the move to have Deuce play with him in the starting and the second unit, and then see how that goes. So at least experiment it for a couple of games just to see how it looks.
I feel you, but the organization's plan from day one is if they play together,
not you.
It's Quickly at the 1 and Miles at the 2. We saw it all the way back to Summer League, right? Grimes at the 3. Like the organization feels like Grimes is a 3, a wing player, a 3-and-D wing player, right? The same thing with McBride. They don't feel like he's a 1. They feel like he's a 2 right now. I'm talking about right now. I'm not talking about down the road and all that stuff.
Right.
I'm saying right now
moment.
They feel like, they feel like this is where these dudes they can get the most juice for their squeeze right now is by having them play down 1 until they can develop the requisite skills to play their primary projected position, right? And so for those that didn't see, I'm just going to put this up. You can still hear us. I think I rated his defense kind of high at 6, on a scale of 1 to 10, seeing that 10 is the best, seeing that we hadn't really seen much of him this year, right? And I think giving him a 5 for shooting is very high for a guy that we hadn't seen.
That's pretty high for, I was going to say.
Right? And so his NBA potential, Kev, is a 5. I gave him a 5, meaning that he's definitely an NBA player, right? But I'm not ready to say I'm not ready to call him Kyle Lowry just yet. I think his ceiling right now is Greg Anthony.
What?
I was gonna say Charlie Ward, but I ain't want CWC up here like that's my cousin.
No offense, but I think he's 10 times better than both those guys put together.
Hey, Uncle Freezy, you can't compare McBride to nobody because he ain't getting no playing time.
Well, that's the other thing too.
Phil get more playing time than him.
You see, Freezy, he's right, because how could you say that he can't guard the ball 94 feet, right? Because we haven't seen enough of him, but yet you're going to compare him to Greg Anthony.
That doesn't. Yeah.
So first of all, again, I didn't say he can't guard the ball 94 feet. Remember, I said he can't initiate an NBA offense. That's what I'm saying. No,
but you just said that you weren't sure about it because we haven't seen it enough. You did say that,
right? Enough reps to give him an 8. Because if I had given him an 8, how you gonna say he a better defender than such and such? How can you say he's just as good as Chris Paul on ball and you hadn't seen him?
And that's why I would have never even rated him because there's not a sample size to work with.
Right.
See, Quentin Grimes is a little bit different.
Grimes.
Okay, he played 30.
Speaking of Grimes, I just happen to have something about Grimes.
Cool.
He played 30 minutes or more.
B minus. I mean, that is fair.
Yeah, and his defense is better than McBride, right? His shooting is better than McBride.
But he's gotten time. What are you talking about? He's gotten time. He's gotten time.
What are you talking about, Kev?
I'm talking about Quentin Grimes. He's gotten time.
Right, and so his NBA potential is 5.5. I think he's a fringe NBA starter, and I think his NBA comp right now in this moment is Josh Hart.
Oh God!
Did you see Josh Hart Saturday night?
I heard Josh Hart. I was driving down. I heard Josh Hart.
Well, you know, stop driving with your feet, and you would have saw the game.
Driving with your feet.
Hey,
I don't think that came out the way you wanted to.
Exactly.
You know what I would do to stop Portland? I will put all my defensive plays in the game to stop Portland. Put all my defensive plays. I will put McBride.
Which of those? Go ahead.
I will put McBride in. I will put McBride in, and I would have put Grimes in there. I will put Sims and Gibson in there, the two big guys. And I would have Randall in there.
You just had that's 6 guys. That was 6, by the way.
That's 5 guys. That was 5 guys. But Nick Ryan.
Wait, is this the starting lineup?
This is his defensive team to win the fourth quarter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Even though you needed to score in the fourth quarter too, but it wasn't.
But I had Randall and Grimes in there too to score.
By the way,
and Gibson could score too, though. He can score a little bit too.
Randall lose his mind.
What Mitch did to Nurkic. Again, Mitch just keeps taking these guys he couldn't handle and proving he's a $20 million a year player, right? But when Sims got in there on Nurkic went to work on Sims, by the way.
When? In the first half?
Second after
nine that fourth quarter.
Nurkic got every rebound down the stretch. And
Sims was in there for like a blink of an eye.
Yeah,
I know. It was mostly Taj, but I did see Tim Sims body him up. It was maybe twice. And
yeah, that's what a lot of people say. Sims did a better job bodying him up than anybody on the team.
No, Mitch.
That's what I heard.
And don't forget, Gi. Tibbs decided to go with a small lineup for about 4 possessions with Nurkic in there.
And he got every board.
And
he got every rebound.
So Kev, what I'm saying to you about McBride is my brother, is not ready to initiate an NBA offense.
And I think you are wrong.
Right. I think we don't know that yet.
I would say this, and I will say this, and this is the reason why you don't play him in the Portland game. In the Portland game down the stretch, even though Simons was cooking, right? We couldn't score down the stretch, and we couldn't get clutch baskets down the stretch, right? And if you put McBride in, and instead of Burks, you put McBride in instead of Burks, what do you get on offense?
That's a dilemma.
Yeah.
Agreed.
My counterpart and arch nemesis and brother.
Did you see?
How many things is he?
Yeah, I still love him. I still love him. But he pointed something out to me yesterday. What was the difference?
Did he show you his Obi tattoo?
What was the difference? What was the difference? What was the same thing with Orlando beating us twice and now Portland beating us twice? What was the same about those games?
Hey, Gi, we soft tanking, man.
Think about this one, Freezy, right? How many games? He's talking about the soft tank. That are we soft tank? Yeah, right.
No.
So Freezy, let me tell you this real quick.
What?
Hey, what happened, Kev? What happened?
Can you answer my question real quick?
Okay, I'm sorry. What was your question?
The question was, with the 2 losses to Orlando and then the loss we had to Portland, what was the same about all the about those teams?
Tell me.
They were young. All those teams were young that beat us.
Yeah, we could put Charlotte in that category too.
Charlotte as well.
Yeah.
Charlotte as well. No, but you had Rozier and I think and Gordon Hayward.
They weren't killing us.
No, they weren't. It was young kids. So
That's
now,
right.
Freezy, I asked to you, and then I'm gonna let you go back, D.
No, thank you.
Why can't we? Why can't we do the same thing?
I got the answer. I got an answer for that. Hold on.
I know D'Angelo's peed.
But hold on. I do got to say this to D'Angelo.
More than guys. Yeah.
D'Angelo, the last month we picked, I just realized we playing 4 and 12 basketball. No wonder your cereal hasn't been fresh in a long, long time.
Good point.
Hey, D'Angelo.
Yeah.
How did Saturday night kill you, man?
I was calm with the win what we had from obviously the Golden State. I had nothing to say to keep things, but that's man, the cursing that went down in my house, my daughter. Oh my God, I was like, it was horrible. That was, come on, Kev. It's this team,
man. Yeah.
I throw more things in my house when I was this team.
Mm-hmm.
Do what they do.
I was driving. Shoot. So
by the way,
go.
quick side note, 30-second side note. The NFL has got to make all touchdowns reviewable. They got to get over this. This pass interference thing is a problem for this league.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. You talking about the last drive for the Rams?
Don't forget the one that the Bengals caught. Touchdown, we grabbed the boy's face mask. And
I saw that too. Yeah, I was like, as much as I was happy for the Bengals at that one, I was like, ooh, that was a little, that should have been reviewed. What's up, Sammy?
Anyway, good morning, everyone.
What's up?
Hey, man. Hey, D'Angelo, what's good?
What's up, Freezy?
Just before you guys bring it somewhere different, just for Freezy, another thing too about with Deuce is this. You see, you brought up a scenario where, like, if you brought Deuce, what would you do, right? Like, the lineup would be limited, right? But here's my thing: if you understand he has a skill set, right, and he has things that being brought to this team can really help because we have problems with perimeter defense. That's why you're playing spot minutes throughout the year, because just in case you got to go to something like that, he's a little bit more prepared to understand his role a little bit better with certain lineups.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Or you could have traded for Trey Jones.
You could have.
I like Trey Jones.
Yeah.
And you still could have had Deuce.
Yeah. I would like to put Deuce in mothballs a little bit. I want to play the kids, but Deuce and Jericho, I kind of want to put them in mothballs a little teeny bit.
But check this out. What G League for? Don't they train in G League how to run?
They've been in the G League, bro. He's been in the G League, bro.
But what I'm saying though, if he's been in the G League plenty of time, why he not getting on the floor to run the point?
Because G League's here and NBA's here.
Yeah.
I understand that, but That's what you call develop, though, right?
And no offense, Uncle Freeze, if these two guys were on other teams, they'd be getting run right now.
No.
Yeah. All right. See, now I see. Now I see Freeze's angle. I see Freeze. I see Freeze's angle now.
No,
you don't like these guys. You don't like.
Look, McBride has a problem turning the corner against G League guys, and he does it sometimes. But you can still see the issues. What do you think he's gonna do in next level, man? You think he's gonna be turning the corner?
Yeah, it's because his handle.
Oh, so you're not down with him either, T-Bowling?
No, his handle's not. That's not what we're saying, Kev.
Oh man.
Well, I want to hear from T-Bone. I want to hear.
He needs a lot of fine tuning, Kev. There's a lot of fine tuning.
It's not about me being down for him and not. It's. I'm looking at it realistically. I think Deuce should be getting some minutes on this team. So let's get that out the way. But what I'm saying is that when you unfairly, not you, but just in general, when you unfairly say things like, "But yo, he's tearing up the G League."
No, I never said that.
Okay.
Yeah,
but that's what my comments were pointed to.
Right.
Not whether I feel he should be getting some minutes or not.
Now, McBride should be getting Kemba's minutes. End of story. He should just get Kemba's minutes. I don't know. It just, for God's sakes, wave for him.
D'Angelo, Kemba had a great game against Portland. What are you talking about?
I understand, but then what? 2 games later, he's dead or on the bench with no knee. He can't. He feels kneecaps. He's more taped up or down below than I've ever seen.
I was messing with you. I was messing with you.
All right. I'm easy talking with that.
I see that.
No, but you understand. But just get. I mean, he should get Kemba's minutes. That's where McBride could get the minutes and get the play that Grimes is getting. We see what Grimes is now, basically.
Should we lose it anyway? So.
I mean, that's where I think. I mean, that's where. Listen, okay, Tibbs should play McBride more over Kemba. I mean, and yes, he's had good games today. He has, but again, very sporadically. You know, just that. You know, few and far between. So.
Man, so McBride needs to tighten up his handle. Once he tightens up his handle, he'll be okay. But right now, he ready. Why are we trying to rush him out? Listen, when I say play the kids,
we can rush Grimes out. Grimes is playing. I mean, I don't understand these first-year players. He's getting the play because Grimes is better than McBride, right?
No, Grimes is in the IQ situation where. We need what he brings to the table. There's no vets to fill it, just like last year, IQ. So he's getting natural time. Also, once Derrick Rose went down, Burks had to get moved to point guard. So Grimes got all of those minutes. Tibbs, one thing I will say about Tibbs, good, bad, or indifferent, he is real. He is he's loyal to a fault. Real might have been a little too strong. I saw D face. I said, let me fix that for DJ.
Yeah.
He's about to jump
before his Tibbs.
He's not real.
But when he left training camp, and this is where management is in bed with him. When he left training camp and said, this is my team, this is my roster. God bless, he means it. And the only way anybody not in his 10-man rotation gets into it is through injury. Soon as RJ got hurt.
Yeah.
Can't play.
I think here's the thing why Grimes is getting minutes instead of McBride, for example, because they both can play defense. Let's not get that twisted.
Yeah.
Right.
Grimes has been able to shoot the ball better in his minutes than McBride has, and I think that's been the difference.
And Grimes ain't scared.
But Grimes I don't want to.
But Brian had to get more minutes to shoot. You have to get more minutes to shoot the ball.
No.
As soon as he stepped on, that guy was already hitting, bro.
That Sunday afternoon game against Milwaukee, where he came out and scored them 27 points, you didn't see fear in Grimes. But that Toronto game with McBride looked shook. And y'all know that there is a war going on outside. No man is safe from. And you can run, but you can't hide forever. From these streets that we done took, Kev, you walk around with your head down, scared to look. You shook because ain't no such thing as
but at least
McBride playing point guard.
At least McBride is supposed to be shook. Leon Rose and World Wide West supposed to be walking around like bosses. they walk into NBA meetings with their heads held down. They look at the floor.
Right.
I do. I not want to see Burks at the point anymore. I do not want to see him at the point. He's
Burks
awful.
trash, man.
He's awful. No, he's not. I think. Listen, he's a good player, but he's not a point guard.
He's a good player when Rose is playing. He's a good player when Rose is playing.
In a role, yeah, but in a role, not as point guard. He's just awful. It's just you can't.
That's the definition.
He's total trash. That we all know that. Burks is a good player, but he's just.
He's
trash.
Yeah.
How a player gonna give you 0 points in 2 games? In 2 games, then score 21, then 0, then 4. Come on, man.
That's the definition of
make up your mind, Bert. What are we doing here, Bert?
That's the definition of making someone that they're not.
Yes, I agree.
That's the definition of that.
And by the way, I don't think Kimber wants a buyout. I think if you would say, Kimber, we're gonna buy you out, he's like, oh no. I need this 16 million. This might be the last 16 million.
It's possible.
I can't replace this money, sir. I'm in New York too. I'm already setting up for my next gigs in the city.
You too much, man. You ain't right, G.I.
Right?
You ain't right, G.I. You ain't right.
You're funny. You're funny, G.I. You're funny.
Man, you worse than Costello from Abbott and Costello, man. That's how
Hey, Sam, what's good?
It was good. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Last time I was a little bit, heated or whatever. At this point, I'm more mellow. I'm at an understanding of where we're at with this team, and I'm also with the understanding that Tibbs.
No. You call him Copper Pot, right?
Yeah, Copper Pot, and I'm not attacking. I'm actually not attacking him right now, guys. This is just me understanding on Valentine's Day that Tibbs has a secret love affair, and this now came to light. And we've seen that Arcidiacono has now been signed for the rest of the season. Meaning that Tibbs, he's had a secret love affair with this guy, back-to-back 10-day contracts, and now we see him being signed for the rest of the season. Will he ever play for the Knicks? I don't know.
Talk about Noel a little bit, Sam.
What is it that you understand completely?
Oh, that he has a love affair for Arcidiacono, and he wants him on the Knicks roster. Why? I currently don't know.
Oh, I thought you meant more to like the situation.
Oh no, I don't even want to get into that. Trust me, I'm trying to.
You sounded like some Usher lyrics. I thought you was about to start some.
No,
you sounded like I didn't know what was going on.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm working on limited hours of sleep, and this team is already drained enough for me. I can't even go that far today.
We gonna win tonight, Sam?
No, we're not.
We play tonight.
Yeah, we play against OKC at the Garden.
By the way, without SGA, we're still gonna lose.
And you guys are gonna get your first look at Josh Giddey.
Giddey is
have fun.
Player.
Oh yeah.
If they lose, they're gonna get booed off the Garden floor. Oh my God.
I think that's already happened, CWC.
Good Lord.
This gonna be worse.
I'm gonna tell you something. The weather's gonna break nice, and the last place people gonna be sitting is in the Garden. That place come March, April, that place gonna be empty.
Yeah.
Never. The tourists are gonna take up the spots.
Well, that's what I mean. You won't have real Knicks fans.
Oh, okay, that's funny.
Yeah, because last year will be a total contrast because last year everybody was coming to the Garden. Everybody.
Hey, we have a what do you call that? We have a prediction. Vince says Giddey for 30 points tonight, guaranteed! Exclamation mark.
I got a triple double for him, guaranteed.
Okay, they say with the triple double.
Okay.
Do you think we're gonna make the play? Do you think we're gonna make the play-in?
I hope not.
No. No.
I hope not.
Yeah, I got it.
So Cam, I think Tibbs is getting a bad rap, bro.
Hey, D'Angelo.
Cam, so I think Tibbs is getting a bad rap.
Yeah, whatever.
I think Tibbs is getting a bad rap, and so
D'Angelo. I know
here's the thing. How do you?
I stirred the pot yesterday with Tibbs, and I got my ass handed to it.
Nah, man, you left. We were like, yo, where you went? But anyway.
No, I didn't want you to bail on the show. That's the reason why I said I better get out of here.
We good. Nah, we good, bro. We don't do that, man. We all good money, bro. We all good. We all good to go, bro. Yeah, man. But Kev, so not only do I think I'm so okay, so I'm on the Tibbs seesaw, right? I'm on the Tibbs seesaw, right? Like some days I'm up, some days I'm down, right? But after hearing what Jonathan Macri said on Knicks Film School about Tibbs and how he is basically not given anything to work with, I think they need to give Tibbs a chance, man. We need to rock this like 1 or 2 more years.
No.
Let's see what he has to say.
I hear two brothers that are like emphatically no.
Freezy, why?
Okay.
Why?
All right.
Yeah, why?
All right. So here's the thing, man. Did Tibbs have a bad 2 weeks? Yes. Did he have a bad 2 weeks coaching? I say so. Because I spoke to D Poetic at the beginning of last week and talked to him about adjustments he made, like backside actions and running exit screens for guys. Oh yeah, pause.
Backside action. I need a little pause.
Hey, pause. Come on, man. Easy. So yeah, easy, bro. You gonna have Kev singing YMCA in here or something? Anyway, no, I'm just joking. So Tibbs ran exit screens and ghost screens with Kemba Walker, right? So it was like, so Tibbs was actually doing some stuff, but the personnel was man. Listen, the play haunts me to this day. Right, quickly comes around the screen. Cam Reddish does the exit screen. Right, Fournier does the ghost screen, and you got all these actions going on at once. And this dude shoots a 3 and rips. Right, Cam Reddish was wide open in the corner off the exit screen. Right, and when people watch the game, all they see is, well, Cam Reddish is spotted up in the corner. All Tibbs does is put people in the corner. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Cam Reddish started off on the box, and then a big got him a ghost screen where he could fade to the corner at the same time that the 2 guard came across and was gonna screen but didn't and went to the top of the key. And Emmanuel quickly with a sliver of daylight decided to shoot a 3. Right? The shot didn't go in. And we want to blame Tibbs for that, right? There's only so much you can blame the coach for. At some point, you got to start blaming players, bro. When you look at these guys' numbers and shooting percentages, Tibbs can't go out there and put the ball in the basket for these guys, bro.
But you know,
right? The fact that Obi is struggling and Obi Toppin is looking like a bust, is that totally Tibbs' fault?
Crazy. I want to, before you go, keep going. I have one question for you. I'm going to pull a Kev right here. And I just have one question. I want to know, yes, you could say that the lineup is piss poor, but when it comes to Mr. Cobblepot, how do you feel about when he ruins the personnel he does have, like we saw what he did to RJ Barrett the other night?
Boom.
Wait a minute.
Boom.
Wait a minute, Sam.
And I have an interview to go to, so I will see y'all in a few.
Yeah,
Kev,
Malcolm Dad.
Remember, 100,000 or no less, 100,000 a year, bro.
Yo, Kev,
no less than that.
Take your time. Be succinct with your answers. Take your time and be succinct.
And don't interrupt the interviewer guy. Okay.
With Frank Ntilikina. But Frank.
I'll see y'all in a few. Thanks, guys.
All right. Good luck.
All right. Make sure you have pants on.
Pause. We pause for white people too. White people get paused too.
Yeah. Hey, so here's the thing. I think I'm ready to debate the whole panel about keeping Tibbs for the next 3 seasons.
Okay,
you're not going to like the outcome. You're not going to like the outcome.
I would love to hear that.
Before we go there, it's a great. Let me do a little house cleaning because I did see Still Knicks fan. I just want to sit in the chat and troll for the show. You guys are doing that Saturday morning show. It's freezing outside. You guys are making some amazing content, and I thank the Blondes Tears Network for the cross pollination. So that way, it gives a little bit in the play. I cannot lie. I only have one complaint to the person who stole our name, Knicks Freestyle, and you're in our chat. You're like, come on, give us some literary credits, and let's be nice. Let's share this Knicks fair properly.
How about don't take it to come up with your own? How about that?
Yeah. How about be original? Yeah.
OG.
Yeah. How about be original? We do that around here.
That's right.
And show some respect for your fellow content creator. How about that? A little integrity.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, G-Man, take that.
Fun fact, guys, too. Just a fun fact. I think that after this losing season that we're about to have, right? Isn't it, that argument will now be gone that Tibbs has a running record, because I'm pretty sure it's going to be under 500 after this, right? Or am I wrong?
You don't know that yet, Sam.
Oh, okay.
It's still early.
So Sam, you brought up a very good thing to Freezy about RJ. Articulate that again, so Freezy can answer that.
Yeah. So Freezy made points on how Mr. Cobblepot doesn't have the adequate players on the team. So my question to him was, why is it that you are inserting these players into meaningless games and getting them hurt to weaken the amount of available talent you have available for future games?
That is an excellent shuffle. I did not think you had the wiggle in you just now. That sounded like it was gonna be life-changing, and it was a Hollywood shuffle, and I appreciate you for that. Right? Because here's the thing. Here's the thing, Sam. And I won't eat you because I love you, bro. We're like the big seven. You know what I'm saying? Up on a panel. I'm gonna tell you this, Sam, and I know it's gonna be mind blowing, but stay with me. So just buckle up. In sports, injuries happen. Right? Sometimes an injury will happen, and there's no one even around. Injuries happen. You have to account for it. That's why teams don't carry just 5 guys. They carry 15. Right? Injuries are going to happen. Hey, you know what else? In life, injuries happen. You could be driving your car and some dodo can take their car and smash into you. We hope it don't happen, but it happens. It happens, bro. Injuries are a part of the game. Right? Now, is it unfortunate that RJ Barrett is missing 3 or 4 games because of an ankle sprain? Guess what? Ankle sprains are a part of the NBA, bro.
Not the list.
Can I say Derrick Rose? Can I say Derrick Rose 4 times before surgery?
You get surgery for ankle sprains, bro?
No. Who caused the ankle sprain? Tibbs.
Who caused the ankle sprain? Man, I just said injuries happen. You said Tibbs.
No.
Yeah, but Tibbs thought that we were going to come back
up your arguments.
That it was going to come back in that game. That's why he kept them in there, Freezy. Kept them in there because he thought we were coming back.
Bro, tying up your arguments.
What I'm saying is the whole thing about Tibbs leaving RJ and my man unfortunately got hurt. Listen, do you think Tibbs wanted my man to get hurt on purpose? Of course not. Of course not. Tibbs is leaving. Tibbs is grooming RJ to be the leader of this team going forward. You know it ain't gonna be Randall. D'Angelo, you telling me Randall is gonna be the leader of this team going forward?
Do I think he's gonna be the leader of this team going forward?
Yes, Randall.
He should be. Oh no! I'm sorry, Ray. I screwed it up. Sorry. No.
You think it's going to be RJ Barrett, right? The 21-year-old. Yeah. Yo, so stop scrutinizing RJ and Tibbs when RJ just got hurt. It's unfortunate, bro. These things happen.
No.
When Anthony Davis get hurt, nobody points the blame at Frank Vogel, bro. They're like, yo, AD got hurt. I wish he would come back.
Because I don't know why nobody's not saying it yet. Listen, that does happen. If we're down 7 with 5 minutes to go, right? And RJ Barrett hurts his ankle, that's just part of the game.
Right.
Okay. But the game was out of reach. It was an avoidable circumstance that did not have to happen. That's why it's highlighted.
Tibbs had a brain fart.
So therefore, since it could have been avoidable, that's on your coach because he made the decision to do so. And on top of that, then he lied about it on the press conference.
Yeah, he did. No. He did lie about it now.
He lied about it on the press conference.
I'll acknowledge that.
No problem. No, I'm not saying that he had him out there and was like, "Ooh, RJ's going to get hurt." No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that, but you know that, and you just said it yourself, it happens, right?
It happens,
so why not, right? Understand avoidable situations for that to happen. That was an avoidable situation that should have not happened. That's on your guy.
Okay, so where were y'all pounding the drum when Cam Reddish got hurt in the Portland game?
What?
That happens.
It happens, bro. Injuries happen.
But one was avoidable. The other one was just during the course of a game.
One was in a blowout, right? One was
even worse.
Right. One was in a blowout. When Cam Reddish was in the game, got hurt. The Knicks were blowing out Portland.
G-Man just said it perfectly. Risk management. Beautiful. 2 words. Excellent.
Right. And so here's the thing too for keeping Tibbs for 3 more years. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I can almost guarantee you. I don't like making guarantees. The only thing I can really guarantee is Uncle Freezy will be 100% right 100% of the time. I can guarantee that. But other stuff I can't guarantee, right? And so the thing about Tibbs is this. The thing I can guarantee about Tibbs is when given adequate troops, Tom Thibodeau keeps your franchise competitive. Right? If you replace Tom Thibodeau with a guy, name him. Name any young NBA coach. You can't sit here confidently and say that this guy will make sure the Knicks are a winning team in his first season. You cannot say that, right? No matter who it is. Say D Poetic goes and gets my favorite guy, Caleb Canales. Say he go get my favorite guy. Y'all know how I love Caleb Canales, bro. I love him, right? Because he's salt of the earth. He's the nicest person you ever want to meet in your life, and he knows offense better than 90% of the coaches in the league, right? Right? Even if you go get him and be like, Uncle Freezy, do you want Caleb Canales if we fire Tibbs? I'd be like, I would rather keep Tibbs because I know at least on a night-to-night basis, Tibbs is going to keep this team competitive, right? Even though I love Caleb Canales, y'all know I love him, bro. Y'all know that. Y'all know I wanted him to be the coach over Mike Miller. When they were like, yo, we just fired Fizdale, who's going to be the coach, Canales or Mike Miller. Even then, y'all know I wanted Caleb Canales, bro. But even today, if you said, I got to fire Tibbs to bring in Caleb Canales, I'd be like, no, I'd rather keep Tibbs because at least on a night-to-night basis, I know we're going to be competitive. I know we're going to be prepared. Nobody's going to out-prepare Tibbs. Now, he might not make in-game adjustments.
Freezy,
that's the knock on him.
Can I ask you a question, Freezy? Freezy, on paper, you look at – it's crazy. It's crazy. Go ahead, G.I.
Hey, G.I., before you go off, I just want to say this. Freezy, now, you said what I said, but that is the definition of a Hollywood shuffle right there. I just heard Tibbs is going to outwork or outperform. Like, no.
Out-prepare.
Yeah, out-prepare. He's been
out-prepared was a stretch.
He's been out-prepared all season.
Nah.
Freezing and Tom sitting on a tree. Like, come on, man. What's going on here?
Freezy, you were bringing
pause.
No pause. I'm not gay. I ain't got to put pause, bro.
No, but you put Freezy and him in the tree. Now pause for that.
Pause me and stop. Yeah, man. Yeah, pause me and stop. Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Go ahead, time out.
Yeah.
Go ahead. No. Go ahead, Sam.
This is what I just heard, right, guys? And Vince Bowers, thank you for telling me this. I just heard that playing the same trash lineup is great preparation, guys. It's excellent. We love to see it.
And here's the other part. I said, man, we lost 3 games. I can't get it. You heard me say it 4 times this morning. We lost 3 games on this road trip where we were up 20 points. I'm like, that's on the coach. I can't put that on nobody.
Yeah.
4 minutes of adjustments. Stop. Time out. Call time out.
Who is your alternative?
Every young coach that Tibbs has faced this year has outcoached them, bro.
Victimized them.
And Freezy, compared to last year, if you just look on paper, last season's team and this year's team, and you just look it on paper, which team was better? It's supposed to be with Cam Reddish in the mix, everything. If you just look at it on paper, would not even thinking about what the record is, what it is now.
D'Angelo, that's a good question.
I would say.
What do you think?
Of course, you're gonna say that.
Last year's team is better, bro.
No, come on.
That's
on
crazy.
People without,
No. Hey, D'Angelo, listen, hear me out though. Hear me out. Before we dive in the volcano, hear me out. Right? Last year, Derrick Rose was healthy for the majority of the season. He didn't get hurt until late. So even though he's on both rosters, last year's and this year, last year he was mostly healthy. This year he's mostly injured.
Another thing about mine. Wait.
Injured.
Another thing with mine with Rose is that when he came in last year, right? Don't forget it was a shortened season. So he played about 28, 30 games, which is just about what we have left now.
Dude, that's a great
point.
Good point.
Okay. All right. So here's the thing. Here's the thing also. Last year, Emmanuel Quickly was on Emmanuel Quickly is on both rosters, right? Last year and this year. The difference between Emmanuel Quickly last season and this season is night and day. Right? Nobody can dispute that. And the point guard play of last year compared to this year is night and day. You got solid defense all season long at point guard last year, rock solid. Elfrid Payton led the NBA in defensive possessions against number 1 scoring options at point guard last year, right? That's a fact. That's a fact, right? This year, Kemba Walker, Alec Burks, everybody we run at point guard get roasted, right?
Yeah, sure.
And so when you ask me if last year's roster is better than this year's, I'm pointing to the obvious stuff, bro. Now the nuanced minutia stuff, I can't speculate, right? Because I can't project. Is Frank Ntilikina better than Miles McBride? I can't project that kind of stuff. You feel me?
No,
but what
I know you're.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. No, you're pinpointing those things. What you're saying, which is factual. But you were saying too, what Macri said and all that stuff. He hasn't been handed the weapons that he needs, or whatever it is. There are tools there in the shed. He refuses to use them. Okay, he refuses to use them.
What he wants to do, D'Angelo, is he wants to go to the good old reliable rusted parts, who are a couple of days in the rain and they're just useless to you. He wants to go to those parts, the rusted out ones.
Yeah, you don't start.
It's kind of like those old ladies that wear the hose.
Yeah.
It's kind of like those old ladies that wear the hose in their lingerie because they or their nightgowns because they've had it for like 30 years and it's just they just go, and it's like no, I'm not getting a new one. This one's perfectly fine, right? And it's got that hose in it and stuff. Yeah. It's kind of like that.
Or you always have that fit that you like to go outside and cut the mow the lawn in. You have that lawn mowing fit. That's right. Like what it is for Tibbs.
But I feel where y'all coming from. Bro. But listen, we sit here as if we see the walkthroughs and practices. We don't. Tibbs sees the walkthroughs and practices.
Yeah, but that don't mean okay because he sees what they're gonna. Like he said it the other day in the press conference. So, well, like about camp. Well, he's got to show me something before I could even put him out there. So that's obviously during practice. But my point is that your proper adjustments, what you compared to last year, where it was it was a different team.
Which adjustments though? You got to be specific.
Well, adjustments with the players that you got. Some guys are not play. Obviously, it was a better defending team last season compared to this season. So you got to utilize the tools a little bit differently. The Phillips head screwdriver compared to a flathead. You got to change it up. You got to make the proper adjustments. That's what we've been saying. Which Freezy, what I'm trying to say is that he doesn't do, and which is frustrating with Tibbs. That's why he gets a lot of grief because he just doesn't do those things.
So with your adjustment suggestion,
old school, and you agreed to that, Freezy. You said that the way he is as a coach, his yelling ways and all that stuff doesn't always work all the time.
Right,
screaming at the kids in their ear. That's it. I'm done.
But yeah,
that's what
when I said that, though, I used it in context. I was like, my fear is that if Tibbs hasn't done it yet, he may lose these guys, and they may tune him out because players that played 20 years ago doesn't react to coaches the way they do right now.
Right.
You feel me? Like you can't you just can't yell at a guy all game long. And because these dudes are celebrities from go. These dudes are celebrities from like 6th grade. They're getting rated from like 6th grade all the way up. You know what I'm saying? So these they're basically corporations in 6th grade. By the time they get to be poetic in 6th grade, these dudes have already killed everything in 4th and 5th grade. You know what I'm saying? And we won't. I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro.
No. You're in the moment. Go ahead. No, just finish what you said, and then I'll jump in. I just have one last thing about it. I was just gonna say, is that that's what we don't know. Like a different coach, his mentality on how to handle the guys that we presently have on the bench and the things that the utilization of them could be. That's why, like I said, Tibbs' development process with these guys. I don't think he has
want maybe a younger coach that can relate.
I think for this team presently, the way it is, yeah, I do think that. I sometimes it may not just be that lieutenant general, that fire and brimstone kind of thing, with the guys all the time. And that's where his flexibility, he doesn't adjust properly. That's why he gets a lot of grief. He just doesn't do those proper adjustments properly.
So you want a young, innovative coach that can relate to young players.
I think it's time. Yeah, I really do think it's time for that with this team. Okay. Maybe let's see how the rest of the season plays out, because that's what we're going to do now.
Even though Tibbs made the playoffs, you're gonna scrap it. And listen, I'm not being facetious. I'm being earnest.
What you're saying.
I'm being earnest. So you want to get rid of Tibbs because he's an old curmudgeon, right? Stuck in his ways. And go out and get a young guy that what I'm saying is maybe more analytic savvy, because Tibbs is not, because you can tell by the offensive sets that he's running. Right.
If we go on this trajectory the way we're going right now, he definitely should be fired at the end of the season.
So
I would fire him.
So who is this guy?
Listen, I understand it's not a laundry list of guys out there, if it's going to be Johnny
That actually is, to be honest. But.
Yeah, you pulled up some names.
I would hire Caleb Canales if Tibbs were fired, but I won't fire him to get Caleb Canales.
I would like that coach, Kenny Atkinson.
That was a good point that Real King put in the chat. I don't know if I saw that or not, but I don't even know, after watching this trade deadline, I don't even think I trust the front office to get that guy. If it's not Johnny Bryan, I don't even trust the front office to sign.
That's why I scrapped the whole administration.
Absolutely.
I like who Greg Anthony Cousins said. I like Jerry Stackhouse too.
Oh, go crazy! You crazy.
I like Chris Child's cousin comment, man.
So let me ask you a question, Freezy. Right? You're a big fan. You're a big fan of Cam Reddish, right?
Yes.
I'll quote you. You said that Cam Reddish, and you said you'll give us all T-shirts, by the way. Cam Reddish will be the best Knick in this generation.
Yes.
Those were your words.
No,
right.
I said, y'all are laughing at me, but y'all are going to be my minions, and I'm going to send y'all T-shirts because Cam Reddish is going to be the greatest Knick of this generation. That's what I said.
I got you. Okay, cool. No problem.
Oh, this generation. Okay.
How do you feel so far? And now, don't forget, the only reason why we've seen Cam Reddish play at least 15 to 20 minutes, right? Is because R.J. Barrett's been out. Understand that.
Right.
So it's out of default. You see, the same thing happened with Quentin Grimes. You see? We all were saying, hey, where's Quentin? And especially me, because I scouted the guy and I loved him, and I thought he would be impactful right away.
Right. And
he came out of default. So I'm saying that, do you feel, right? Let me put it like this. Who would you rather see on the basketball court? Cam Reddish or Alec Burke?
I already said play the kids, bro. I already
made No. I'm bringing up this point with Cam Reddish. That's why. Because you do like him. So, I would. So Cam Reddish or Alec Burke?
I'm going to say Cam Reddish.
At point?
No.
Because remember, Alex playing point.
No, not at point. No.
I just think we need to.
No, we're talking about rotation minutes.
I know, but Alec plays point.
Understandable, but we're not talking about specific role. Just in his preference, who would he rather see on the basketball court? Yeah, because we all have different visions of how that works.
Right. Quickly and Rose also play point.
Okay, so who would you? Go on, I'm sorry. No. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I ain't got nothing.
Okay. So, who would you rather see? Would you rather see Evan Fournier or Cam Reddish?
Evan Fournier. But I established this already.
Okay, hold on. Who would you rather see?
Whoa. You rather see Evan Fournier than Cam Reddish? Whoa. You just said Cam
Holy Lord.
Cam Reddish? I just said Cam Reddish?
He just asked.
You just said Evan Fournier, right?
I said Evan Fournier?
Yeah, you meant to say Cam.
No, I said Cam. I meant to say Cam Reddish.
Okay.
Okay. Well, okay. We'll sit back down. We're good now. Okay. Who would you rather see, Cam Reddish or Emmanuel Quickly?
Ooh. That's a tough one.
I shouldn't be that tough.
Keep in mind what you just said, Freezy. Keep in mind what you said earlier.
Objection, Your Honor.
Sam knows where I'm going here. Good job, Sam.
Your Honor, can we establish relevance? Objection, Your Honor. Relevance?
Don't do that. Don't do that. We're not in court right now. We're talking on the street right now.
Freezy, you know I'm trying to go to law school, Freezy, so you can't even pull that one on me with the objection.
I object.
Yeah, I object.
Here's my point, Freezy. Here's my point. Yeah, it's fine. Here's my point. My point is that
Law and Order for a long time, bro.
I hear you. Criminal unit, all that, right? I got you.
It's coming back on with Anthony Anderson.
Oh, is it?
Oh, yeah.
So, if you feel, right, and this is what you feel, because don't forget, you're promoting Tibbs and you think Tibbs should stay here another 2 or 3 years. If he's playing Cam Reddish, your generational player for our New York Knicks, out of default, what the hell you think he going to do with every other beautiful tool inside the toolbox?
Thank you,
Your Honor. Your Honor is conjecture because the opinion is stated over facts. How about we go by facts?
Okay, so you want to do facts? I can do facts too. I can do hypotheticals, facts, realism, psychedelic. We can do all that.
So the thing I'm getting at is this. This roster won't be the same next year. Y'all know that. Y'all know Burks and all them dudes is gone.
We hope.
With this front office?
So sure?
Yeah.
Front office will bring back
I'll be honest. I'm willing to throw away a round of golf, a $60 round of golf, right? That's about my average right now. I'm willing to throw that away. $60. This roster looks just how it looks right now. And
I think so. I think you're right.
Wow, for next season? Wow.
Yeah.
First of all,
I'll lose my mind, yo.
Where are we playing this round of golf at?
You do. Well, we'll have to
Myrtle Beach.
I'm coming to Williamsburg, Virginia, but that might not be far enough. No, we can keep negotiating that. But we got to meet halfway. You got to come north and I got to go south. So we agree to that. All right.
What?
Pennsylvania has great golf courses.
You can fly into Myrtle Beach and I'll pick you up. You ain't gotta pay for nothing else. Just bring your clubs. Just send your clubs down early.
$60 got really expensive.
No, come on, bro. I got connection.
Right.
I'm in the Illuminati. I'm Illuminati.
Yes. All right. But
okay. All right.
but you needed to move those guys out for Cam to play now. How you gonna move them out in the off season?
But G.I., here's the thing. You did not give Cam, and here's the unfair thing.
Hell, in the off season, Cam is the guy everybody's gonna be coming for.
Right. But here's the thing that's not fair to Cam Reddish. Y'all are assuming that it's woe is me, Cam Reddish can't get. You have to give Cam Reddish time to show the Knicks coaching staff that he can eat these dudes in practice.
What?
These dudes ain't better than Cam Reddish, and y'all know that.
The whole league knows that he's better than most of the dudes in practice.
Right. But at the same time, y'all just called our coach a curmudgeon. Cam has to prove to the curmudgeon that he's better than these dudes. And we all know that Cam is better. All Cam needs is time. Right? All Cam Reddish needs is time to take off the white shirt and put on the blue shirt.
How much time does he have?
Yeah, how much time?
Bro, it's not up to y'all.
What you mean?
Neither one of y'all are coaching. Y'all gotta be patient.
Clock is ticking.
So you telling me he can't go elsewhere this offseason?
No, he can't go nowhere this offseason.
Okay.
So Fournier's paid.
All right.
You don't have to, and he's gonna get his minutes. All right. Tomorrow, Tibbs would not go and start Kemba, RJ, Cam, Julius, and Mitch. He wouldn't do it. That's criminal, right. Freezy. He wouldn't do it.
Gian, you missing my point, man.
Hell, he wouldn't even bench RJ and start Cam. Let's say RJ's coming off the bench, which I can't see.
But so
go ahead.
You missed.
What's the point? I'm sorry.
So you telling the curmudgeon that, hey, all that preparation you did in the offseason, in training camp, and the season leading up to today, you have to scrap that, move RJ back from the 3 to the 2 so that Cam Reddish can start. Yep. That's what you're telling the curmudgeon.
Yep.
And you know what the curmudgeon is saying? Hell
that's
no,
that's not what I'm saying.
But you're not the curmudgeon.
No. I'm saying if I'm putting myself in the shoes of Tibbs, I'm saying that's not what I would be saying.
Okay.
Because what I'm saying is not about Cam coming and all of a sudden he starts. That's not what my point was getting at. Okay. My point was getting at is that he deserves more minutes than some of these other guys, right? Just based on his skill set alone.
I'm telling you that the dude might be starting before the end of the season. That's my point. You need time for this dude to prove that he is better than Burks, Grimes, and Fournier, right? And in my opinion, he is better than Grimes, Burks, and Fournier. So he has to make his way up.
And IQ.
And IQ, right, and IQ.
You got a super chat, by the way, Freeze.
So my man said, so you got to give him time, bro, because they hadn't seen it. He's only been with the team for a month. Paris Duggar, thank you for the generous contribution. Bill Simmons said today Tibbs is only a 1-year guy. So I don't like Ben Simmons. And Bill Simmons. And Bill Simmons. I don't like the Simmons twins. You know what I'm saying? Because Bill Simmons is a over-the-top Boston Celtic lover. And
he love him.
Right. And so every time he gets a free opening to jab the Knicks, he does so. Right. And this is not breaking news. This is historic. Right. Anytime he gets an opening to jab the Knicks, he does so. Right. So I take what Bill Simmons says with a grain of salt. But the Cam Reddish thing, I'm saying you got to give him some time to prove to the organization that he is the best man for the job. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, that's fine. That's fair. Just saying that, Tom has shown a pattern of playing guys out of default and not of something that was constructed as a well-oiled plan.
Right. It's not.
Or a contingency plan for that matter.
Right. And it's not, and you have to think about too what it is Cam Reddish is facing, right? What is Cam Reddish facing? You just can't insert him into the starting lineup because all of a sudden that makes your front office look like doofuses. Right? Because you can't sit Fournier because that means the guy you paid all that money to was a bad investment.
You can.
Right?
Freezy.
Yeah, but we're
Freezy.
But
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong.
But you guys are smart and y'all think crystal clear. The Knicks organization don't think crystal clear, bro. We're driven by a PR department. Can you imagine the PR department if both Fournier and Kemba get benched?
The organization and Tibbs, are we doing a good job this year?
No.
Yes or no?
I wouldn't bench Evan. Evan would just simply come off the bench.
That's it. As a role.
If Kemba can't take him coming off the bench and being a rotational player, well, too bad.
Yeah.
Because you're not a starter in this league anymore, son. I'm sorry to tell you.
That's it. Tough love.
So I can give a crap. You see, that's the whole thing with me. I guess with me, and maybe I could give a crap, bro.
Yeah, that's the way I am.
I give two craps about what the people think. I'm thinking about what's best for my organization.
That's right.
How are we going to be on the best path of being successful and having that success be sustainable? That's what I care about.
What is it called? D, isn't it facts over feelings or something like that?
Yeah, that's what these kids
are. It's a bunch of puns.
By the way, I
think it's both. How about that?
Sherwin got me this back and forth, and we finally got him. We're finally on the same page. Spent a lot of time with that this morning. I'm sorry, but I believe you're going to get Jalen Brunson. I do, but it's going to be a sign.
I hope not.
Yeah, it's going to be a sign and trade for Mitchell Robinson. That's how you get him.
I don't want Jalen Brunson either.
No.
I don't want Jalen Brunson, bro. I think he's just eating off of Luka, and then we're gonna get here, and he's gonna wind up being.
They're gonna fizzle out. They're gonna be nothing. Yep. It's gonna be. We got a big contract.
You can say that about anybody, though.
Not everybody don't play. Everybody don't play.
Bronson is good, man. Bronson is good, man. I saw this.
Is he elite? Is he elite? CWC, is he elite?
He don't have to be elite to be good. To run the point guard, he don't have to be
that
elite.
kind of money. I wouldn't give him that money. What are you crazy? No. At his height.
But you would get Mitch Robinson 18 or 17, right?
No.
Why not Bronson?
Hey, please.
That's a different role. He's a center.
Okay, Bronson's a point guard. Bronson is a point guard. Why wouldn't you get? Okay, we say we need a point guard, right? So what 17 million would kill us? What now? And plus we gonna move on for these vets, so we will have money to give Bronson. Come on, man. We need a point guard. Who's gonna run the point guard next year?
Y'all gotta chill with.
I'm waiting.
Vokus Jokibitis.
There you go.
I like Vokus, by the way. Yep.
Y'all have got to
Where you
chill
going,
with the Fred VanVleet comparison. That is so unrealistic. I've been seeing that.
Fred VanVleet?
Yeah, I've been seeing that.
Who said that?
This dude can't shoot the three.
I've been seeing that for the past couple of chats, Freezy, that I've been in watching. Y'all.
Why, they're comparing Bunsen to Fred VanVleet?
Yeah, and
that's ridiculous.
Seeing that.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Nah, I don't compare them both. VanVleet could shoot better, but I'm just saying Bronson could shoot too. And he could penetrate to the hole. He remind me of a Denver Rose type of guy, Bronson.
I'd rather have
That's who he remind me of.
Brunson.
Derrick Rose now.
Let me see.
Derrick Rose.
Why are you looking like that, Uncle Freezy?
He's seen it
He
go.
froze. Oh, I thought he froze.
Did you just say Jalen Brunson and Derrick Rose?
Yeah, they remind me.
You by yourself on that one.
I didn't even see Jalen Brunson jump over a phone book yet.
Hey, D Rose is shooting better than Brunson now.
Yeah, I don't know, bro.
Yeah, I don't know, bro.
Okay, look what Dallas at and look where we at. Okay.
Yeah, they got a superstar. We don't.
Do the Knicks have a Luka Doncic?
All right.
Okay. Luka ain't doing it all by himself either. Let's make that clear.
Oh man.
He's got a 40% ball usage rate. He kind of is a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's other stuff you use without ball usage too. You do other stuff on the court too. Play defense, and he can play without the ball too.
But do you understand what a 40% ball usage means, bro?
Yeah, that means nobody.
Yeah, he had the ball in his hand.
How much of 4 quarters? Yeah, how much of 4 quarters? Yeah. Okay.
Well, okay. So who y'all want to run a point guard next year?
Listen, if we're gonna do
not Brunson.
Look, I wouldn't mind getting him. You know, it's just at the right price. I wouldn't exceed to get him. But I think he's a nice piece, and I think he can ball in this league.
So do you agree with my theory of not paying twice for a guy like Brunson?
Not even about paying him twice. It's just not paying him a crazy amount.
No, paying in general twice.
Yeah, paying twice.
I hear what you mean, and it's that, and it's just also not paying a crazy amount as well.
Right.
He wants ridiculous numbers. That's crazy. That's too much.
How do y'all feel about getting Schroeder off the buyout market?
Dude, you got a lot of people
Freezy loves that.
You got a lot of people not worth their contract in the NBA. So let's make that self-clear too.
We'll just take on another bad contract.
That's fine. And there are guys out there that are not getting enough on their contracts.
Right.
The Knicks are tanking, bro. What are we talking about? The front office.
No, we talking about next year. We talking about like a point guard for next year. Who didn't.
And I'm talking about this year. The front office has when they signed signed Ryan ABCDEFG for the rest of the season, bro. They legit told you that they were not willing or ready to compete. Right?
Yep.
So you don't think? See, hold on, Freezy. You see, this discussion we had on Saturday.
Right.
So you believe the front office is tanking, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Do you believe that Tibbs is tanking?
No.
Oh, okay. That's a big problem.
Not for us, but for the organization. Because you and I are on the same page because when you said it the first time, I was trying to get you to elaborate on why this is an issue, right? The rift between the coaching staff and the front office, right? Because there is, because Tibbs is going to try to win every game, and in the front office, when they didn't go get a veteran point guard out of the G League.
I got you.
That sent a signal to me that they didn't care about this year's roster.
And I'm with you. And that's just what I'm saying. But that's a big problem.
Yes, I agree with you.
Oh, okay. Okay. So we're with that. So
I agree with you the whole time and agree the whole time. As soon as you intimated that there's a rift between the front office and the coaching staff, I was with you the whole time.
I got you. Yeah, and now the players are paying the price for it because some are being overplayed, some are not being developed or being played, and stuff of that nature.
Yeah,
right.
Because they don't care. I think this front office, and I know this is gonna sound crazy, and I know I'm gonna get killed in the chat. Listen, I know y'all gonna try to murder me in the virtual chat. I don't care. I'm a big boy. I can take like the arrows and stuff. Bring it on, virtual chat.
Bring in
smug comments.
Try to bring in Hadouken if you can. Because he's saying something I want to address with him.
I didn't even see Duke. My bad, Duke. My bad. But listen,
I don't know if he wants to get in, but he says something that I want to address personally.
But so here's the thing, though, bro. I think the Knicks are looking to shed as much money as possible because they believe that this Donovan Mitchell rift with Utah is real and they want to have the assets to trade for him when the time comes. Now, with that said, I do believe that this front office is inept and they don't have the ability to pull off big time trades. So basically,
they are inept. Yes.
Yeah, they're basically they're preparing for the prom, but they are not prom worthy, bro. They are not. That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Oh, Duke said he. Yeah, Duke said he.
Yeah, I got him.
And in order for us to get that,
Okay, I could just say it real quick too. I'm sorry, Sam. Just let me say this real quick to Hadouken. Is that the reason why Hadouken that they couldn't be moved was because he signed him for too many years.
Yep, everybody got salary dumps this year.
Right. And so now, for example, if they had signed them this year, right, we'll say like a second option instead of that third year option, now that's more attractive. You see? Right. But as Freezy and I always quoted, because you quoted it right, they handcuffed themselves with that. Right. So you see, there wasn't a lot of wiggle move to go ahead. And plus, we would probably have to give up assets just for the teams to take it because there's no incentive for the teams to take an expiring contract that's going to happen next year.
Right. And Duke, you can forget that, Kimba. Remember, players who take buyouts, forget waiving. I don't know too many people that's just going to waive somebody and say, here, take my money and walk away. But we'll get there. I mean, we can address that. Let's talk about the buyout. Players who take buyouts go for better situations. Look at all the guards out there right now. Kimba on the buyout market is unemployed. He might as well retire. Kimba's not taking the buyout, Hadouken. Think about it.
You were going to say something? Sorry.
Oh, I wasn't going to say much. Actually, you said it for me as far as my point.
Right. I got you.
And so here's the thing, too. I want people in the chat to think about, too. Why would they take these terrible contracts from us when they will also be in the Donovan Mitchell sweepstakes? Why would they handcuff themselves with Knicks money when they also want to get in on Donovan Mitchell? That's also one of the reasons. That's also one of the reasons why nobody wanted to take these terrible because the contracts are terrible, right? Kimba at 8, Noel at 8, Burks at 9, something. Fournier. Nobody's gonna take those because they want to clear space. Because if you can get a generational talent like Donovan Mitchell, why not do so? So I understand part and parcel what the Knicks front office are trying to do, right? But you can't have 7 chainsaws in the air at one time and you only have one set of hands, right? You can't be trying to develop quickly. You can't be trying to win with Tibbs, okay? You can't be trying to pinch pennies. No. Right, you can't be trying to move back in the draft. Move up in the draft. I'm sorry, move back because of the record, but move up in the draft. Right. You can't have this thing where you want to get talent to go with Randall. You can't do all these things at one time and then say you want to get Donovan Mitchell. It's either you get Donovan Mitchell or you don't. That should be the goal. Like if your goal is to get Donovan Mitchell, then all this stuff about developing the kids and all this other stuff, that ain't your main goal. Like what me and G-Man has said on this show since day one, pick a direction and go, right? Like if they were in the hunt for Donovan Mitchell, I think they should have made a play for him at the trade deadline, right? Yeah. And I know people are going to say, well, how do you know they didn't? Well, we don't know because the front office don't say nothing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And then I asked y'all too the other day, would you package RJ and Julius Randle to go get a star, right? Mm-hmm. CWC, that's what I asked, and I was sincere. I love RJ and I love Julius. I love RJ and JR, right? I love JR and RJ, bro. But if we can get a Donovan Mitchell, if we could throw in some of them first round picks we got from whoever to get a Donovan Mitchell, would you not do it?
Hell yeah.
I'll say this real quick, Freezy. And this is the only thing I'll push back with you because everything else, sounds legitimate and has legs. I don't think they're terrible. I think the Evan Fournier contract could be the closest thing that could be close to being a bad contract.
I was joking about the $8 million.
Oh, okay. Blah. I'm just saying that, it's not terrible. It's just that you could have shortened it a bit. They don't have to be that damn long, bro. Just like you don't have to bring in, these coaches for 5 years. Like you just don't have to do these things. And this is what they did, and hence to your term of being handcuffed.
Right. Bro, you could have paid JaVale McGee and Bismack Biyombo $8 million together. Right? You could have got JaVale McGee and Bismack Biyombo together for what you paying Nerlens Noel, and he ain't even playing.
Yep.
Well,
That's what I'm saying. You could have had them on 1-year deals. And if your season went sideways, you could have traded those quality big men to a contender and maybe got second round picks for them.
In fairness, JaVale McGee only wanted to go to a playoff contender.
Hey, Sam, but at the time, we were a playoff team.
Yeah.
No, but I in concept though, Sam, it's just that we could have gotten something like that of that productivity for cheap.
Right.
Oh yeah,
Right.
I agree.
And with a short contract, that's his point.
Hey,
Right.
Freezy, I agree, Freezy, because I don't like Mr. Twig at all.
Right. And so what I'm getting at is all these different things. And I hate using the chainsaw analogy, bro, but it's the only way Knicks fans understand where I'm coming from. Are you developing the kids? Are you trying to make the playoffs? Right? Are you trying to trade for a star? What are we doing? All these different things. You can't do them all at one time, and it's impossible.
That's a great point. You can't.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Hence, you coining the term "pick a direction and go."
Yeah,
right.
And as a fan, my desperation level of winning and want it to be a good, my patience is worn out. I'm so sick because we don't know the direction we're going in. It doesn't look like it. We don't even know what we're doing this year. Who knows what we're going to know what we're going to do next year with this franchise and the powers that be.
And we get on the whole thing about remnants of past administration surviving within the next one, right? Don't we always make a point about that, right?
Yeah.
So right. I feel like when you say, well, Tibbs could stay another year or two, I just feel like we're going down that same rabbit hole. Yeah. And I don't think no matter who's in the front office, I think Tibbs is going to be Tibbs, no matter who you put there.
Right. Can't teach you all those tricks. Yep.
So to hence, let's get away from keeping remnants of these administrations that didn't work out. And of course, people can say, "Well, D, how could you say that? This is just the first year. Because last year we had a magical season and da da da." But this is, first of all, you have to do your homework in history. This is a pattern with Tibbs. Okay, this has been known by many people. There's been articles written about it. These are the same type of things that go on while he's coaching. It's just a fact. It's just something you can't hide. You know what I'm saying? So, and we've seen that this year that there have been a lot of cluster Fs on things that we could just sit here and be like, hey, man, that's a minor adjustment. We just go ahead and do that. And that's it. And it's not being done. So, this is just the place that we're at. And I think we all agree when we say blow it up. Right. But we just all disagree on how that blow up looks. Right. But we know something's wrong, and we know that we have to move on from pretty much the whole of the administration.
D, do you think? Oh, okay.
Oh, just doing the super chat just real quick. So Paris Duggar, thank you for the generous contribution. Paris Duggar says the front office won't fire Tibbs because he's best for tanking.
I don't know.
I don't understand that.
I was about to say I need more on that to evaluate.
But thank you for the generous contribution.
He's losing anyway. So
the funny part is, we were in the same position last year. We had a team. We had a team that I was like, "Oh, do you want to see this team in 3 years?" But they were winning, so he just shut up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not as losing. Come on, Rose and guys. Come on, man.
And you know what's funny, last year when I used to get on the night with Freezy and them, these were my same gripes. Literally, we were winning games, and I was literally saying the same things because you could just see it. You could see there was friction. You could see there was clicks. You could see there was a lack of in-game adjustments. You could see the minutes distribution wasn't working right. So this was already seen. It's just that what shut everybody up, it was 16-4, was the fourth seed, was home court advantage.
Right.
See, winning cures all ills, but winning doesn't necessarily mean that everything's cleaned out in your closet either.
Yeah, but D, that postseason, we handed Atlanta. Every game we was like, we could play with Atlanta, and I was like, oh, I don't know, not the new Atlanta with the defense and stuff. But I was like, but let's see, but maybe Jules can pull this out. And when they took Jules and made him look like a shell of himself for 5 games, I said, we can't come back like this. We can't come back.
Yeah, right.
We came just back like that.
Right.
And I would have thought they were competent by just plugging in certain things that we completely saw was a big issue. So if you wanted to run back the same team, that's fine, but at least add to it so then you could get a better product of that same team. And they didn't address none of that. Zero.
But you know what? But last year was a running back team also. When you think about this, last year's team was a running back team. Okay, because last year, before the season started, we cut Alfred Payton and then brought him back. Right? Not cut. I guess it's the same thing, but we terminated the team option and then brought him back. Right? Reggie Bullock, we picked up his team option for $4 million. Right? So we brought guys back from the previous 17-win season. Right? And so trying to do it again for a third generation, it just didn't work, man. It just didn't. But anyway, we up against 3 hours, y'all. I'm gonna get out of here, man, so I can spend Valentine's Day with Miss Mocha.
Let's do this before you leave, Freezy. We got 132 watching, and there's only 75 likes. So before we leave, let's get it to 100.
Yeah, man.
Let's do that.
Y'all smash that like button.
By the way, I was guilty. I didn't hit it, so I got us one more.
There you go.
Them.
Thank you for your generous contribution, GI.
GI of the original Knicks freestyle on YouTube.
Oh, now I gotta say the original, not the bootleg version.
This is an original. This is not the Fulton Street version of Knicks freestyle.
Why we getting those likes up? Run those likes up, guys, before we leave. So Freezy hit me up like, yo, somebody stole your show. And I was like, oh no, these some random guys. Because State was sitting there with a mask on. So I said, State, you stole my show.
That's wild.
Yeah, come on, bro. And yo, and I'm not saying them. But I'm honored and flattered that others would find it necessary to unquote Uncle Freezy, D Poetic, and others, the ghetto intellect and others, and say, I thought of this myself.
That was a real response.
Yeah, I'm honored.
Let me tell you something.
Wow. How long y'all been running that show for? For like 6 months?
More than 6 months. Yeah.
Oh, longer.
Yeah.
So they got into the think tank and thought of something that's already been in existence for a year that they're well aware of that show existing. It's interesting. I'm interested to go inside their think tank sessions.
We started that show last season for sure, and we had it all through the summer. Lou
Think Tank sponsored by Xerox.
Yeah, but Free Keith has no chill.
By Xerox.
Photocopy.
Yeah.
Photocopy. I can't lie. Free Keith went in that chat last night. Free Keith. I was like, hey guys, how are you? That was nice. Free Keith was like, yo, what gives? Who are y'all still our name? I was like, yo, chill. They bum rested the free. Y'all bum rest the man's chat. State was running his mouth cursing. The dude was looking like this. I don't know who he was. He was like,
this is an original. Anyway, happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
That's right.
Happy Valentine's, everybody. Make sure you get something nice for the people that you love and all that stuff. Y'all stay safe. You know, we joke, mess around a lot and all that stuff. But we don't play when it comes to certain stuff. So, Sam, y'all got something y'all want to say before we get out of here, bro?
Just happy Valentine's Day to everybody. Just show love. You don't have to have a significant other. Show love to who's near and dear to you. If you don't have a significant other, show who's near and dear to you love.
Tibbs.
I will never show Mr. Cobblepot love.
Nope. Nope.
Tibbs, bro.
And I just want to say peace and blessings to the chat and the panel as well. Y'all have a blessed day.
Peace and blessings. Peace and.
And I would like to say, next season, if Mitch don't sign the contract, bring Miles Turner and Bronson in. Let's go, New York.
Did he say if it don't acquit you? What did you say? If it don't fit, I don't know.
He said regardless, just bring in Turner and Brogdon.
Yeah, just bring in his guys.
Woo! And RJ and Randall too, with Bronson and Miles Turner.
So I was
Brogdon. My fault. Sorry.
So I.
I work with that too, B.
Oh, you like that? Okay.
So I wanted to roll the Sharman tank 4 or 5 months ago because I didn't want to get to this point of the season, being a lottery team, losing every night with veteran players. This is the I was okay whether we win or loss earlier because I didn't expect.
Yeah.
I will be a very unhappy Knicks fan the rest of the way. And I can feel my insides turning. Because in 3 weeks, if we go out and lose a game to a team that done made trades and spiking up to get ready for the run with veterans, and then we get to the end of the season and we start getting on here, well, what is Miles McBride? Well, we don't know because he didn't get minutes, but he's good. So we got to hold him over to the next year. Honestly, let's not do to these guys what we did to Kevin Knox. I think I can wrap it up quicker that way, D. Let's not Kevin Knox these young guys. Let me shut up.
All right, y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Thank you, guys. Take care.